school to fail. So this thing has been there long ago. Long ago, not today. It's just that it's not possible that they've spread to this thing. Then lastly, and all that, IPOB cannot stop them. I am not all the yes, I have never said IPOB were the cause of all the killings in the southeast. But the truth of the matter is that
Oh, thank you so much.
Impa, please,
So,
I have a
hold on
question.
now. Make everybody wait. So the Fulani is because they've been acting like this all this while. That means just like leave them to continue. Or the government should just like allow them to continue killing people. Innocent people or something.
Please, can I say something towards the
That's not what he
said,
said.
please?
You can't
Good evening,
That's
everyone.
not what he said. I still want to ask Akukaria how.
please, if you want to speak, indicate. And don't tell me what I heard and what he said and what he's here. He can also, repeat what he said the way he said it. So the way you understand what people say and the way I do, they are not the same thing. So I know what I heard and I understood what he meant. So now he said that they have been acting like this since only God knows. So now does it mean that we should just like the federal government should just like sit back, fold their arms, and watch them massacre people, stuff like that? Okay, now pharmacists, what is the solution now to end this thing going on? That's my question.
The solution is this. It is high time the federal government take a stand against these Fulani oligarchs, and they should remove politics and go out against them. And sure, if it's war, just massacre them and don't allow their leaders to be controlling the federal government on what to do.
Okay.
I agree with you, pharmacist. But the Igbo community, they have to work together with the federal government.
You are not special on this page.
Don't worry, I just dropped him. It's like God say you're native, no me say you don't get respect when you're time here. I don't have to also to be talking to you every time. No vex. I could ask your question, then we'll go to the next speaker.
Pharmacist, my brother, okay. My question is this. In the video we saw of P2B, he was asking why come in the night to break people's shop? Why not come during the day where the owner is there for transparency? He's not the only one that has complained it. All those traders there are complaining the same thing, that these guys come at night. Again, why not dispose this in the public place like you do in St. Climb? You see, when there's a cocaine bust, for instance, you see the burn it, everybody see. So the question, why are you taking it to another storage? You see now. So I want you to explain why not do this thing transparently so that people will say, okay, truly, because you are giving a chance for people to, to cast aspersions, to doubt what you are doing. Because if you come and say in the open with camera, this drug is expired, this doesn't comply with NAFDAC, we are going to burn it, there's a field somewhere, people can come in the open. You are not doing that. So please, can you explain why are they coming at night? P2B concord, and why are they not burning it in the open? Thank you.
Now let me answer your question. You are not a pharmacist, so you don't even know what is going on.
My man, I'm a pharmacist. Keep quiet.
You said?
Answer my question. How do you know I'm not a pharmacist? Do you think you know drugs more than me? My father owned a pharmacy shop. I grew up in a pharmacy. See, I know Obogu more than you.
The fact that you own a pharmacy shop doesn't mean you are a pharmacist.
I know Obogu more than you.
So you don't know Obogu more than me. I can
answer me. Why are they coming in the?
Okay, so because he is not a pharmacist means that he can't answer. He can't ask questions or he doesn't know what is. I don't get it.
Now let me. Let me answer that question.
Yes.
Let me answer that question. Do you know what is going on now? Since they sealed that shop, since they sealed all those shops.
Please.
Why are they coming at night?
Mr. Chris?
Answer my question.
Please, hold on. You just came up now. Please, you met like 3 people here before you. Hold on, please.
Why are they coming at night? Why are they not discarding it in the public like they do with expired drugs?
Please answer
Wait, let me land. You see those?
Yes.
You see what's going on now? Those people that own shop in Ogbogu, they have trained their younger ones or their sons to be pharmacists. So the most sensible one of them, I don't want to call names because this is a space. I don't want to start calling some names. They have big warehouses and pharmacy shops in town. Now, what they do is this. They come in the night, they pay the soldiers money. The soldiers will open the shop and they will go and pick those stuff, load it in lorry, and go to their warehouse to drop it. I have people that work in that own shop in that.
So why are the Nigerian agents, why is NAFDAC not working with their soldiers?
Those things that you are seeing,
why are they not working with their own soldiers?
They are settling them and they come there in the night to pick those drugs.
Who is settling who? Why are they not working? Are they not Nigerian agencies?
Okay.
You don't understand.
Hold on.
Zoological Republic person.
Okay, hold on, please. Pharmacists are very novice.
Yes.
Who they go pick goods from where to where?
Now, see, let me tell you what they are doing. You see all those guys in Ogbogu, Some of them have warehouses and some have open pharmacy in town, in Onitsha town, and some. So what they do is that they come in the night around 1. They pay the soldiers money. The soldiers, they open the shop. They will go load their drugs inside that shop and take it to their warehouse in town. And they only
the same night that NAFDAC come at night. Why?
Oh, I could hold on. I still don't understand your story. Like, take the drug from their shop in
now.
Where?
What they do is listen. What they do, they come to that Ogbogu around 1 a.m. Because if they do it in the morning to be open, so they come in the midnight. They pay those DC. I don't know. Let me not say they pay them because I don't know.
I understand. Like where did they take the drugs from where to where?
For me, not say for inside that Onitsha, for that Ogbogu market now. They get warehouse inside Ogbogu market. So they go to the shop, pick the drug inside the Ogbogu that night. No, they've sealed it now. You cannot do business inside Ogbogu. So they pick it from there and take it to their warehouse in town.
And
they only do it in the night. They take it to their warehouse in town now, and they'll start selling it from their warehouse in town. Let me explain something to you. You have a... Now, let me explain it to you.
This guy is confusing us. People said that go at night. This guy is saying traders go at night. Who is going at night?
Let me explain it to you.
Explain who goes at night. Is it NAFDAC?
Perfect. Let me explain it to you. I'm a pharmacist. I will tell you. I don't hide my own disease.
Go on.
Now, let me tell you.
I don't understand from here to here. For what purpose?
Now, let me give you a perfect. You have a shop in Wedra. Now, no, maybe let me just say, like in Wedra now. There's this thing now. Maybe in Amausa. That's where the drug market is. Now, that's where you operate. That's where your product is. Now, you will go and open a warehouse or a pharmacy in maybe Amakoya Road. Now, because the federal government has sealed Amausa there, you cannot operate. What they do is that you cannot come in the day. They come with a car, a bus or a lorry or whatever. They drive to Amausa in the middle of the night, around 1 a.m. I don't know whether they settle the soldier. Let me not say because I cannot prove what I don't know. But these people, they will now open that Amausa that will be shut down. They will pick all your products and take it to Amakoya and call your suppliers to come there and come and be collecting it instead of Amausa again.
Okay, now I get you. That's what you're trying to see. That's
Impa, give me 30 seconds. Impa, give me 30 seconds.
Impa, when you only have Corona,
Impa, 30 seconds. Impa, 30 seconds.
You understand anything?
Stand mind, I bet 30 seconds. Biko 30 seconds.
This guy used my tongue. On a alarm. Impa, they tell and say you get.
30 seconds. Biko, see, imperfect, let me tell you something. Imperfect. Let me tell you something.
No.
When you lie, you will be caught in the webs of lies. Now I'm coming. Peter Obi and the traders say when they go home to sleep, These guys go, there's hundreds and thousands of shops. They go and break in. But we have someone here telling you he's a pharmacist. So people come at night and so believe me, I'm a pharmacist. Believe me, I'm a pharmacist. That's just what he wants you to. He wants to come and brag. Something that is outdated. There's no even money in that rubbish course. Now, he's dodging the question. He's now dodging the that one kobo they don't get. Now,
I don't care.
Oh,
so now he's dodging. Getting back those confiscated drugs. So when you do things in secrecy, instead of this person to come and say, I was yapping, he's just forcing it down our throat, like we're in the 1980s, where the pharmacy is a big deal. Eh? People, even these young girls, they prefer Yahoo people than you urchins who don't come and lie here for nothing.
okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's
Rubbish.
okay, it's okay.
Imperfect.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, please.
Imperfect.
Ah, how much? What you want talking about?
I hope you understand what I said.
His name is Chidube. Omara Igbo say I'm Hausa. He doesn't even know how to speak Igbo. Omara Igbo. I'm Hausa. Look at the way he's pronouncing that word. I'm Hausa. These are
Please,
the people.
please. Those shops that you locked, those drugs that are confiscated by the is it a NAFDAC or something. At night they'll go.
They come in the afternoon and confiscate
Okay,
it. Where everybody
hold
will
on.
see with
Okay,
camera. Why
it
don't
is
they come
okay.
with entry?
It is okay.
At the time, I began to Biafra for a reason. Is this trajectory that was going on, this rhetoric, where people go and come and they will put it on iPop, when clearly everything indices are showing that the perpetrators of these crimes are Fulani Herdsmen. And we see a certain set of people on this Twitter app that will be pushing this trajectory, making everything looks as if it was IPOP that are doing this thing. But if you look into the Fulani Herdsmen's activities, you will understand that these people are not just killing, or maybe only in the east. They are killing both in the north. The northerners are complaining about Fulani herdsmen killing them. The southerners are complaining that Fulani herdsmen is killing them. Even I watched one video today. Probably it happened yesterday or day before yesterday, where Fulani herdsmen killed people in Edo State. And it was clear that it was Fulani herdsmen. They went to Owo church, Owo, and they massacred people in the church. They have been killing in Benue. southern Kaduna, Nasarawa, and every other places in Nigeria. Everybody keeps saying it is Fulani Herdsmen. But I realize that when these same people kill people in the southeast, we have our own people, which are mostly Igbos, that will still come on this app and say that it is IPOP. When IPOP will be saying, no, it is not them. They distance themselves from such activity or something like that. They will still say that it is IPOP. And exonerating the actual people that is doing this thing. Nobody cares. Everybody, any small thing, they will say, IPOP, Igbos are killing themselves. They were pushing this trajectory, which is very, very wrong, because we might be feeling that it is IPOP. Well, there are chances where it might be other people, it might be Fulani Herdsmen also, which are killing people. Even the residents of Southeast are confirming it that it is Fulani Herdsmen. Why we have people that will come here to put it to everybody that it is IPOP. So that was very, very wrong. And that was why my major reason why I started supporting IPOP. I said, no, we need to push back all this rhetoric. So now, it is now clear, it is now becoming very, very clear to everybody that these people are coming. If you like, you can lie to yourself. You know, the truth is very offensive in Nigeria. You can decide to be living in your bubble. But let me tell you, these people are coming. Whether na IPOP propaganda or no be IPOP propaganda, but indices have shown that these people are actually coming. The more you talk saying an IPOP, the more these guys are going to places, killing people up and down. So people might choose to be lying to themselves and be pushing this Igbo hate and the IPOP's whatever thing they want to push. But the truth still remains that there is a problem. There are people killing people in this same country. They are massacring people everywhere. You might choose to call it IPOP people. But if by the end of the day it is not IPOP people, there is nothing you will still do about the Fulanis that are killing people. If not looking for where to push the blame. And this is what we have been doing as Nigerians. People need to realize that we have a very big problem that has befallen us as a people. We have a certain group of people that have risen to be massacring people by the night and by the day. They keep kidnapping people. They keep butchering people in traveling bus. So this is a challenge to us. Anyway, we can choose to call it anything that we want to call it. But the truth lies that there are these Fulani Herdsmen that are bent on. It is just like an adventure on them. They are bent on killing people, and they are doing it right before our eyes. People choose to play politics in everything, but the existential threat still remains that there are people that are carrying gun up and down with their car, killing people everywhere, and that is still the truth till today. So one thing I will tell my Igbo brothers are, look, we have an enemy. IPOP said they are fighting Fulani Herdsmen. They are defending their own people. And you said, no, they are the one killing their people. If they are the one killing your people, who are these Fulanis that are killing people? While IPOP are still denying that they are not the one. Okay, now who are the actual perpetrators of this crime? This is questions we need to start asking ourselves before we look for who to put blame on. Is it true that Fulani, as everybody, the Southwest, the North, they are complaining that there is Fulani everywhere, even in Ghana? And you are your own is IPOP, it is IPOP. Okay, what if now there is Fulani everywhere killing people? What will you do? So people need to understand that we have an existential threat before us, irrespective of the kind of propaganda you want to push. So that is my own take, my brother. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, where is this information? Has it gone? Oh, he left. Okay, the truth, over to you, please. Metaphor, you're welcome. Metaphor.
Yeah, well done, everyone. Let me just be brief. Firstly, I want to just say that anybody that is coming up on any space or anywhere and opening their mouth to say anything like a farmer header clash, that person is a wicked person from the pit of hellfire. That person should be kept in the worst demonic. As in, I don't know, I'm the word didn't get used for that. Eba Demonia will come outside and say anything like farmer header clutch. As somebody said it, I don't want to call him. I don't want to attack somebody directly, but somebody, while he was speaking, also Wonibo opened the person opened his dirty mouth, and I was talking about farmer header clash. This is the word Buhari used to deceive the Western world, and his brothers were slaughtering people anyhow, up and down, and they say they are dragging for space to where their cow can eat and all that. So there's nothing like farmer headers clash. It's just an evil generation, evil people that are out to just kill people in the most terrible way. Do you even see what's happening in Enugu? Do you see how women are being? It's very bad. It's very bad that Maduga Poteba, seeing what is happening, open his mouth now, call it nonsense, and now call it the stupid things. Name when you should not. Well, what I would say is only Bobola Igbo very well that these killings that are going on in Igbo now is done by Fulani Herdsmen. When it happened in Ebonyi, they tried to play some games by picking up somebody and saying he was an Igbo boy or he was an Igbo person that did this and all that and all that. But at the end of the day, that all those did not end up working. They tried to blackmail somebody into saying that it was Igbo people that went to kill people in Ebonyi State. But because the Fulani killing is in their blood, massacring, butchering is in their blood. There's no way you can't hide the truth. You cannot hide the truth. Because they'll keep killing because they don't care. So they don't even care what you're writing on social media. They don't care what you're saying because their own is to kill, to conquer, to destroy, and that's what they've been doing. So they don't even care what you're saying. And the problem when most of Indian selfishness, that selfishness to admit the truth because IPOB will be vindicated, or because Mazen Nandekalu would be vindicated, or people will say yes, Mazen Nandekalu has been saying this thing, because of they can't just come to accepting the fact that okay, this man is right. They would rather put the blame on their fellow Igbo brothers than accept and say, okay, this thing you have been saying is the truth, okay, somebody that is saying that Nigerian government should stand up and take a stand, the same person that was saying farmer headers clash, which stand do you want this government to take? Let me ask you a question. And you say you are a this, you are a that. I'm just trying my best not to be direct. You say you are a professor, you are a this one. All this why that all these Fulani people has been killing people. Please tell me, show me, and tell me how many of them has been taken to court, maybe sentenced or prosecuted. Just tell me, show me just these people just give me a record where any of them are. And you are telling me that Nigerian government should stand up and take a stand. Are you stupid? Brain I don't understand. Like this thing, they vex me up, and why would man being go date this wicked? What is the problem with Ndibo self? You see the truth, you see what is happening, and you are telling me Nigerian government to take it. Even somebody even said that the youth of the community should stand up and set up a security outfit to defend their land. And I say that is even another word. That is not a way to go, because this government are anonymous. This Nigerian government that they attack you from all corners. If you say you want to set up a security outfit in your community to defend yourself against this invading wicked Fulani headers. You will see tomorrow, they will come and pick all of you up. The next thing they will say, you people are IPOB, ESN, wing outfits. For from there, they will just kill youth in the community anyhow. Youth anyhow, because they stand to protect themselves. If they should see you with any weapon, even if it is cutlass, it is you that will now be the person that have to explain yourself. We heard the story of the guy that is being sentenced to death. Is it what's that his name? I've forgotten. For defending himself against a Fulani man that came to attack him in self-defense. Now, now Usobudi, there's problem because now you cannot set up security outfits in your own local community to defend yourself. You as a person cannot carry gun to defend yourself. Even if you have a weapon, if the army catch you, you're in problem. Now, what is the solution? What is the solution? If not this thing that Mazda Kanu is saying that what is the solution? If the thing is, what is the way forward? What is the way out of this nonsense? Somebody will come and tell me that Nigerian government should stand up. Stand up and do what? How are they going to stand up? How many years? Why these Fulani people? Why it looked like they slowed down a bit before now was their brother Buhari. He had a meeting with them. Tell them, please, you people should just give me some time. Let me just finish this my government. When I go out, you people we can now work together and now continue slaughtering people and sorry, let me round up. So that's why it looked like at some point it looked like they slowed down, and then the powerful this thing of ESN and the people this thing they faced in Southeast. So that's why it looks like they slowed down, and now they are back again and they are out to conquer. So please, if you want to give solution, give solution. Don't tell me a Nigerian government to stand up or to do something. That's what I want to say. Thank you very much. Imperfect.
Okay. Metaphor, you there? Please, when you come back, let me know. I have a question for you.
Yeah, well, I'm actually here.
They came to massacre some people in your state. You didn't say anything. Some just 2 or 3 days ago. These same people, they killed, I don't know, 8 or 10 farmers in Ondo state. Nobody said anything. I think they will come again tomorrow.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Imperfect, the only question I want to ask is, where is the chief security officer of the state? That is the governor. What are the governors of this state saying about this particular matter?
If they do anything upon or after retirement, they can't go for Senate.
Well, you see, Mr. Imperfect, that is the problem with the current structure or the way Nigeria is constituted. I've argued this tirelessly. Nigeria has the problem that it has because of the way it's constituted. You see, let me try to remind us of what happened in America many years ago, where it was particularly difficult for the law enforcement to combat crime, where because of this state laws, if you like, that sort of make it very difficult for an offender to be apprehended when they run from one state to the other. And eventually America figured a way out, and they enshrined many of these things in their federal laws, now allowing federal police to be able to apprehend and prosecute an offender regardless of the state that the person runs to. You see, these things that are problems like these that are easily solved in many other crimes in the globe, in Nigeria circumstances, it just becomes very difficult. And that tells us that our leaders are impervious to reasoning. It's not as if they don't know. Believe me, my brothers and sisters, they know these things that we're talking about. But where their interest comes aligned, they just turn a blind eye to it. Because obviously they don't care about the people that they actually serving. This kind of situation can be easily resolved by territorial sovereignty. Period. This situation can be resolved by territorial sovereignty. Just give all the territories their sovereignty to create their own security system, to create their own policing system. To just give all of them their sovereignty. It will be very difficult for one group of people to walk into a sovereign entity, to carry their thing into a sovereign entity. For instance, if the entire Yoruba region was a sovereign entity of our own, anything that is coming in there will be checked by our security system. If the whole eastern region was a sovereignty of their own, anything coming there will be checked by the Eastern People's Security System. Period. Okay, me, I don't talk my own tire, but I know what I'm saying. Our leaders know this thing. They know this thing. They know it will solve this problem, but they will not do it because it in the end it will not work with their interest. Both their interest and those foreign interests that is using them. So you see, Nigeria problem right now, it is not a difficult problem. This kind of problem, take the whole Nigeria like this whole Nigeria problem, and take it to another clime in the world, like let's say Europe, and you see how they will solve this problem within a couple of days. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, like these Fulanis traveling from wherever they're traveling from, they cannot just walk into a sovereign. Okay, please, can the these Fulani, can they just walk into Ghana? Ghana is a sovereign country of them. Can they just walk into Ghana? They can't even walk in there. So it's very simple. Give all the regions their sovereignty. Let them create their own security. Let them create their own architecture. Let them create their own thing that works for them. And you see how difficult this kind of miscreants and criminals, it will be difficult for them to move from one place to the other. They will be captured easily. They'll be annihilated easily. Okay, I've said my own. If Nigeria continue to lead the way we are constituted, all of these things will not go away. They will continue to remain there. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was the same thing that I advocate for. They called me a terrorist in this app. Just the same thing where I asked, can we have a partitioning system?
Okay, hold on.
Can we?
Okay, look at the way you're sounding now, like one of MC Lomo's voice. Or shooting. Look at the way metaphor said it. With good English and calm voice. You now, the way they talk now, you sound like a dictator.
Aye jago mpa aso English una mark ya good chekwara me ekwo aso English una mark ya good okay okay for na app no ala
okay abeg okay sorry, let's hear from OJ. After OJ come to Chris, then come to Chimeze. If you want to speak, please indicate make we know. After OJ come to Zikura, Chimeze, then pharmacist.
All right. Thank you, Imperfect. I just wanted to appreciate pharmacists for the point he raised, about another pressing issues. And nevertheless, or even though people like Akukara tried to gaslight him, as if he doesn't know what he was saying, we cannot be condemning Fulani herdsmen that are doing software killings, hardware killings, and we also, ignore, people who has also killed even more than the Fulanis, because anyone who sells expired drugs, to his fellow citizens, there's no difference between him and the terrorists of the killers that we've condemned, before now, except if we are not ready to tell ourselves, the truth, and if we want or choose to be economical with the truth, and we try to do as if what Massis was saying was not an issue, and he made it clear, he pointed it out that there are people who will certify expired drugs, and this is not a new issue that we are just experiencing today. This is an old issue. Even Dora, God rest her, so one of the most brilliant public officer that we've had since 1999. We knew what she stood for, how she took the same approach when Peter Obi was the governor, to shut down that market. We could argue that there are better options, than making everybody to suffer for the sins of few. which people who want to be reasonable will agree with you. But to try to gaslight pharmacists as if what he was saying is not an issue. Anyone who has that opinion has no morality to condemn the terrorists that have been killing, innocent villages across the country. You don't have that morality, you know. And I thank him perfect for how he handled the issues. When we have things that are not right, within our country, we should be fair when we are calling out these things, and we shouldn't take positions that give impression that we always want to side our own. It will always keep us in a circle, and that is why when people are saying that what that you have no business saying headmen farmers classes, which I agree with, because somebody who is in his farm, planting his corn, I wanted to go into farm, I go find money to buy land. If you want to feed your cow, find money, buy space or buy feed, take feed your cow. You have no business taking your cow to people's land for grazing. It doesn't make sense. So we should be firm in when we are calling out these things. This is the only way we could have a better country, and not trying to be economical with the truth. I just wanted to put that out there, and I want to tell the pharmacists that what all what he have said, he's not alone. I agree with him 100%. And he shouldn't allow anybody to gaslight him. Thank you, Imperfect.
Please, Impa, I want to ask OJ a question. OJ, my guy, I greet you. OJ, was there any time during my submission or asking this guy a question that I mentioned that I support people selling fake drugs?
No, no,
You
no,
know,
no. Hold
we
on.
want to be clever
Okay.
by half. I am See, you didn't. You know you are a Nigerian, and that's what makes you a Nigerian. To lie. I said my problem is, people are complaining that there is secrecy in the way these things are being done, and that others are complaining that some of the drugs that were confiscated are being sold on the streets. That is how market is. People will still find out. So for transparency, even P2B pointed it out. Why my own is not about whether you are giving someone fake drug. I cannot support that. My own is this: come in the day with camera, say you this shop A1 AB1234. You, I will search you. People are here. I've taken 10 cartons from your shop. It's not NACDAC compliant. It is expired. I am going to this field in this primary school. That is where we designated, where out of the residential area where we are going to be burning all these expired drugs. You are not doing it. You ignore that, and you are trying to make it seem like I'm supporting a fake drug. You are a Nigerian. That is who you are. You are a Nigerian, and
Can
you
I
know.
respond to you,
Can I just even ask? Can I just
Alkaria?
even ask? Let me just quickly ask a quick question. What has drugs or fake drugs dealing got to do with the topic of the space? Besides, I think Nigeria has what they call NAFDAC. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't live in Nigeria, and I might not be up to date with how these matters are regulated. But I think Nigeria has NAFDAC that regulates these kind of things. If there should be any blame cast on anyone at all or any entity, it should be cast on NAFDAC. Okay, and besides, we cannot regionalize the sale of drugs or how it should be processed. We can, however, regionalize security system. Yeah, and both topics don't even coincide. So I don't even know where that is coming from, except they are sneakily bringing that in now to target a specific people. Let us be careful and let us just focus on the real issues that we're
God bless
discussing
you,
here.
Meta.
Thank you very much.
Can I respond to Alkaria? Yes, Metaphor, you are right that it's a different that what we're discussing is a different topic. I didn't know how the half masses came into what he was saying, but what gives me
Now,
concern,
let
and
me tell you why I came into it. Akukaya said that the way they attacked Onitsha drug market is that they are indirectly attacking Igbo people, just the way they are killing people in the Fulani Herdsmen. So they have orchestrated to be bringing down their businesses, like the way they went to shut down Onitsha market. And I just said that he should not say what he does not know. That's when the issue of the drug market came up.
None of you will address the modus operandi. I see, if you are selling fake drug, God punish you. Whether you are Igbo, whether you are my father, I don't care. I am saying do it in a transparent manner. And because you are a Nigerian, you will decide not to understand it. That's your business. I cannot say much. You understand? You know what I am talking about. Peter Obi pointed it out that you guys, you must burn it. Why are you taking it to the warehouse? How can you come and confiscate people's drug in the midnight, like you announced the election in the midnight, and then you are taking it to a warehouse? Burn it. Let us see where you burn it. Why don't you want to understand this thing? Because you decide not to understand, and you are making it seem like I'm supporting people who are selling fake drug. Eh? What kind of people are these? That's why I don't want to share country with you. You know what you are doing. I have explained myself time and again. I have said it. Hey, the other one is calling me Akokaria. Meanwhile, you don't even sound Igbo. Akokaria. And you want to come and talk about pharmacy here, why people are going to mass. See, all I'm saying is this. Do it in the open. You cannot close people's livelihood. Why the dollar is rising, you don't have any clue of what you are doing. You are going all over the globe, begging people not to allow Biafra to succeed, spending our money up and down. You don't know what you are doing. People are suffering, and you close one of the biggest markets in Africa. You are suffering black people. And you want whites to give us respect. You want whites to respect us. You are there begging them for weapons to come and fight. To come and fight your own. That is what's happening in Congo. They get weapons in Kinshasa. They take it to Kivu province to kill people. Eh? You are here lying that Akokaria is supporting fake drug. Do it in the open. Burn it. Let us see where you are burning it.
Thank you so much.
Criminals, saboteurs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please, what's her name? Let me check. Chinenyenwa, please restart your phone and come back because I don't know you're having network issues. Just put your phone on airplane mode or flight mode. Then after like 2 minutes, you turn it on again, or just restart your phone and come back. All right. Chris, you should be next. After you're going to hear from a new speaker, Chimezdi. Then we'll come to Zikura. Then come to But anytime a lady up, I will allow a lady to speak, please. Thank you.
Okay. Imperfect, can you still hear me? This is Chris.
I can hear you, yeah.
Right, perfect. I know me and Makokaya had a moment on your space earlier. And before I go on, I just want to apologize for starting the space. But to be fair to Akukaya, he was not supporting fake drugs. He was saying, look, if you're saying you want to clean up a system, you don't do it like a thief in the night. You do it properly. That was what he was trying to say. And I think, in fact, you should steer the space back to the original topic of the space because it looks like we're not discussing. I know that you cannot completely detach IPOD from this kind of sensitive topic, but I think you should steer this space back to the topic. And as far as IPOD is concerned, look, for those who have listened to me on this topic, I do not have a problem against you if you're agitating for what you think is rightly yours. You know, you're agitating to be sovereign. I don't have a problem with that. But where I have a problem with this, IPOB is that, and I do not mean to disrespect anybody. There is not deep intelligence in your methods. And for example, for all the intelligence that you say you have and all the might that you say you have, do you not have the intelligence to see this massacre coming? And what have you done to, help your people other than, I used to have videos on my phone seeing IPOP people, flogging their own people, stopping their own people from going to the market, a route via which they could, be economically strong. For all you could say about Russia, for instance, the West and NATO saying, okay, you know what, let's just look at them just carry out a few sanctions and let's see how they are going to sustain the war economically. And how did we all know how it all panned out. Russia even became stronger. Even the West and NATO realized that, look, even most of the wheat that we eat is coming from that region. And you cannot look at America today and most of their the mechanized in their industry and machineries all come from most of the mechanized comes from Russia. So you are trying to economically stifle the people, but you depend on them. How does that make sense? And that's why you can't. It's be difficult to defeat Russia. You say you want to be strong as a region, but you're economically weakening your people. Imagine how much was lost with this whole sit at home thing. But that's on the side. I just wanted to say that there's not a lot of intelligence in that at all. I actually raised my hand to when someone mentioned, Tinubu, and that Tinubu is not Fulani. Somebody alluded and said, look, Buhari, when Buhari was there, this whole killing thing was at a high. And that what about now that we have Tinubu, what was he doing about it? And I thought about it. Now, like, if we've had presidents since 1999, or we've had leaders since 1999 who have been unable to solve this issue, and for the fact that, even Metafa mentioned it a while ago, and officials said that, look, the solution is not, it's not be rocket science. We can do this thing, but why does it always seem as we can't do it? So if every one of us, take a step back, think about it critically without, like I said earlier, even the analysis can analyze this. Does it then mean that, and this is my opinion, it's a rhetorical question, does it mean that these people, for these old things that is happening, Fulani killing in the South, does it mean that it is part of our power broken? Because if you agree that there are power brokers, there are kingmakers in our country, is it part of the conversation that there should be no resistance at all for these people to do what they are doing? Because I want to believe that governors in the Southeast, I want to believe that they are human, that they cannot take this thing. You can't be doing my people this and my hands are folded and I can't do anything. Let's even take it that they are humans. Let's take it from there. I don't think anyone will sit comfortably while this is happening. But I think we should start asking the right question and pushing into the right quarter. Like, why do we have this problem and we cannot solve it? Is it part of the conversation when you are brokering power? We need to know. And let's not anyone on this space forget that these Fulani people, look, if you think about it, it doesn't make any sense. They are not indigenous to our country. It doesn't make sense that I would say that I want to go and farm on my land. I would not, at the bottom of my mind, somewhere behind my mind, I would be thinking of clashing. Clashing with who? It doesn't make any sense saying farmers. It doesn't make what am I clashing? I want to go plant okra. I would think of I want to clash. Who am I clashing with? And that is with look, money go lost, public funds will lost. We'll find a narrative around it. We can lie. We lie very well. I'm rounding up 10 seconds. Imperfect. We lie very well. You spoke about snake swallowing money. We pass. Monkey swallow money. We pass. We always have a narrative and lies around things that are inhuman. And Fulani people are killing people in their own land, in their own farms, ravaging their farms. But you decide to call it Fulani farmers clash. That is evil. And in fact, I don't think anyone has said on this or blamed IPOB for what happened because official staff was speaking and I was like, did I hear? Or maybe someone said it before I came on this page. I don't think anyone has said it's IPOB's fault. Thank you, Perfect.
All right, thank you very much. Chris, maybe let me just point it out to you. Yeah.
Who's making talk? It's your turn to speak.
Okay.
I even said thank you.
I know they hear you. I beg. I just shout. Okay. I know they hear you.
Okay. I beg. Chimezie, no hear from you. You even clear through. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Imperfect. I'll just go straight to the point. You see, I wanted to rebuttal a few things that some people have said here, but I think I'll just keep it pushing. But to the last speaker who started off by telling us how we should try to stick to the topic and then spend 50% of their time talking about something that completely is off topic, telling us about Russia and whatnot, not. That's uh, since you want to school us on the history of Russia, when the Tsar, the last Tsar in Russia that was toppled in 1917 during World War One, the people saw exactly what is happening in Nigeria right now. That was why the uprising happened, and the
Sorry
Bolsheviks.
to interject. I wasn't schooling anyone. It was a reference.
Don't worry, sir. So the situation in Nigeria today, you can actually liken it to what was happening in Russia during World War One, and you now have to go ask yourself what the people did. So the point I'm basically trying to make is when you create room for anarchy to thrive, anarchy will definitely thrive, and it is only an inanimate object that will undergo what is happening in Nigeria and not have a sort of kickback. Um, and it really baffles me when I see people come on here. One thing I really want to understand is when you come on here and you say these things against people who are resisting um, the oppression of the government and every other thing that you see in the country, are you speaking pro government or do you just want to stand against people who stand for something? Um, to bring it to the topic, the Fulanese, when they came into Nigeria, I think from Guinea, Senegal, in the 13th century, a few centuries later, they were able to take over an entire region that was predominantly occupied by the Hausas. I'm trying to show us the precedence here. So today, they occupy majority of that region. And we all know, I know history is not taught in our schools anymore, but we all know about the Usman Danfodio War. And to everybody who might think that that war has ended, no, the war has not ended. That was the first part of the mission to conquer the northern region, and the northern region has been successfully conquered. And now there is a need to then start the expansion. And if you actually look at the northern region of Nigeria, it is predominantly bigger than any other region of Nigeria. So we have an ethnic group that were not originally indigenous to Nigeria, being the major group occupying the biggest territory within Nigeria. And we come here and we speak grammar, we talk nonsense every day, and they are using their foot soldiers to move south, and we are seeing the activities every day by day, and we want to call it headers. No, they are just headers. They are this. And whenever anybody starts to ask critical questions and begin to analyze history, you maybe because you are too lazy to maybe think out of the box, you call that person a conspiracy theorist. But here is the theory. You have to ask yourself, in Nigeria, what are the gun laws? And how are headers able to have access to sophisticated weapons? And since we have, I mean, since I became an adult, the the issue of Fulani headers killing people has been a thing. It has been a thing. And you ask yourself, why has the government not moved to quench it? Why has the government not done anything to stop it? How are they getting the weapons that they are brandishing? How did these weapons come in? Who gave them these weapons? Who bought these weapons? Because AK 47s don't cost 10,000 naira. They cost a lot of money. And these people are brandishing thousands of AK-47, meaning that there is a huge war chest. And when there is a huge war chest, you just don't budget money for nothing. So there is actually a bigger picture that many of us are too lazy to look at. And some people will always come here and try to distract anybody who tries to dig into that deeper picture, call you all sort of names. But these are things we actually need to stand up, begin to analyze, begin to look at our history. And the laws are now getting even the lawmakers are now trying to make certain laws. They propose certain bills to actually cave in to the demands of the Fulanese. So it is a top to bottom capture, and I'm yeah, okay. That really threw me off. So the point I'm basically trying to make is this: I hope we do not realize it when it has become too late. The history is there for us all to study, and we can look at what is happening today and compare it to what happened historically and understand what we face and realize that the state is already captured. The system and the institutions are working in their favor. The people you see on ground with guns are just foot soldiers. There are oligarchs who are funding them. And if we do not resist and say the truth and say these things the way they are, all of us are going to go into exile eventually. Thank you.
Perfect. I don't see any difference between what I said and what this guy said. And he attacked me from the beginning.
No, I attacked you for deflecting. It wasn't a bad attack. It was a friendly jab. Don't take it.
It wasn't a defense. It was a reference. And I'm calling on IPOB to economically strengthen the Southeast. That's what I'm saying. Stop this Osita to Monday, because even if you want to go into a war, you need money, right? You need to be economically strong. It was a reference.
Chris, can I ask you a question, my brother?
Thank you so much.
Can you do business in an insecure environment? That's the question. When you guys sound like this, you think it sounds good. This guy sounds very intelligent. But the question is this: economy.
I run a
with what?
Gentlemen.
With extortion. They extort you all the way in the Southeast. How can you do business in such a climate?
Gentlemen, can I Mr. Prophet, allow me to ask this question real quick. I mean, it seems as though not just only our politicians, but even our so-called, famous people, influentials and all that, are not doing us any favor at all. We seem to prioritize trivial matters that are not important over important matters. And let me try to explain. For instance, people were killed, and gladly we have a space like yours. Nobody's talking about it in Nigeria. Nobody is even on the street making a protest. But we had a little shakedown at the National Assembly between the Senate President and his colleague, Senator Natasha, and the whole of Nigeria is going uphill in a frenzy, and people are actually outside protesting. One for Akpabio and the other for Senator Natasha. What is wrong with us? What is our purpose actually? Eh? And I'm saying this to all those so-called influencials that come and talk gibberish from dusk till dawn. That they never come together and discuss issues like this. Our people are being killed by some criminals. In fact, look, if 8 out of 10 complaints is that the so-called Fulani people are killing Nigerians, there ought to be millions of Nigerians in front of the Senate House, the National Assembly, calling for change of laws. But where are they? No, none. But if what's his name? One governor is romancing another senator, the whole of Nigeria will become a topic. I don't think we're serious people actually. Yeah, and I think we deserve what we find in our environment. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
We are just bunch of self-hated people, self-cheating ourselves every time.
Thank you so much. Please, I permit me now to skip the queue. We have a beautiful lady here. before they now take Naso to Senate or arrest TV tomorrow morning. Please, Chinenye, please, you have the floor. All of them witness. So all the friends to calm down.
Hi, yo, perfect. So sorry. I had
Happy New
network
Year.
issues.
Yes.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Sorry, Jerry. This one your
Loud and
space
clear.
they recorded. I beg. Go make I go talk the one where they can't carry me. I beg. I dey fear recorded spaces.
No.
Okay. All right. So I was listening. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. So sorry. So I was listening, and these days I just like to listen, but then sometimes. No, I don't like when spaces like this, serious spaces like this, with serious conversations, people now come up and make it about themselves. I don't like it. It makes it rowdy. You understand? And it doesn't show that we're sensitive about the situation. You understand? And I've seen videos. This thing happened since I've been seeing the talks about it since I think 3 days ago or 4 days ago. And it really breaks my heart. I wanted to say two things. I wanted to call out those Igbo influencers, and one of them is here. I think Alfonso. He hosts a lot of spaces about IPOB, right? I wanted to call him out because on one of, I think it was his space or the other guy, his friend, I've forgotten that one's name. One guy said, right, that there is no such thing as Fulani people killing Igbo people in Southeast. That was during the whole IPOB drama. He wanted to use it as an agenda, right? And I came up to tell him that those things are lies. That he should go and check from Mazinam Kanu's what's it called? His posts. He has tweeted about such things before he was kidnapped. So I was hearing most of them spreading that thing, saying, "Oh, there's no such thing as Fulani Herdsmen killing Igbo people. It's IPOB that have been doing the killing." I didn't even argue, but now you're seeing all of them. They're not saying much about it. They just, all these things they are doing is just to fulfill righteousness. They don't, that seriousness, the zeal, the seriousness when they are doing IPOB own is not the same zeal we are seeing when it comes to this. I'm not trying to be biased, or I'm not trying to like spread any agenda, but I'm just saying I hate hypocrisy. I swear down is one of the things that triggers me on this app. And Nigerians have this double standard, like they are so and that's the reason why our government they don't take us seriously, because we are people who we have like two mouths. Like I don't Nigerians generally speaking, right? There are people you don't need to take seriously for any reason, because there are people that would say, "Oh, let's rise up," and then all of a sudden, maybe one drama comes up, you start seeing them. They've moved on so quickly from that. They don't care anymore. So that's why I don't these days. Before I used to be very outspoken when it comes to challenging all this government and well, no more these days I just chill because I'm tired. You go run mad if you reason this country matter. Your brain will just have headache. Honestly speaking, so many people now are just catching cruise on this app. It's like if you take away Twitter from Nigerians, maybe we will really be aware of the situation, the deep shit we are in. But because Twitter is there, there's always one drama, there's always something to talk about, there's always one trending thing. Everybody is always in it. Let's just talk about it. Let's move on from it. Then you see that there's no consequences. The second thing I wanted to address is, why are we not seeing this Nigerian government taking actions the way they took actions with IPOB? I've never in my life, since I've been in Nigeria, I've never seen them bring out a video of a Boko Haram leader, the way they are bringing out Mazinam Kanu wearing his Gucci in court. I've never seen them try any of these guys in court. I've never seen them do that. If these Fulani people were Igbo people, they would have sent army people in Southeast to slaughter and kill young innocent boys. But you are seeing them, they don't take actions when it comes to certain people. Bandit, they call them sweet names. They haven't proscribed these Fulani herdsmen yet. Why? They haven't done that. Because they're obviously playing safe when it comes to them. Before they proscribed Boko Haram, it took them a while before they did that. And still now, they don't even call them Boko Haram terrorists. They call them Boko Haram. But IPOB, they must label IPOB terrorists. They must put it like that to paint a particular narrative. And you see Igbo people falling for these things blindly. See, I'm not here to, make people feel that IPOB, they are not whatever. You have the right to think what you want to think. You understand? But please, let's not make excuses for governments. Let's not do that. So Nigerians, we are fond of that thing. It's annoying. You see somebody saying, "Oh, and government to build small road for you." You start seeing them say, "After all, they did road for us. They did this one. They gave us water." Do you know how much was invested in that? How they would just go and give cheap constructors come and do cheap road for you. Before you know it, you start seeing that road in the next 2 years, potholes everywhere, and you're applauding them. Do you know how much goes to their own personal account? They give you average and you clap for them thinking that they are doing well. For what? This is the same psychology they've been using because our governments are very smart. And the thing with Nigerians is that most of them, I see them as defeated people. They are just like they've accepted their fate. Honestly speaking, most Nigerians have all these things you're seeing online. It just talks. When the election comes, you will see how many people will want to come out and vote. People are tired. They've already given up. Most of my friends, people don't even jackpot. They are thinking of how to leave the country. Most people have lost interest. Come, if you want to know, not be Twitter, you go see. Come online, go they meet people with the inside market. They ask them questions. People don't tire. They don't even have faith again in the country. They don't tire. Enter Agege, talk to people inside market, people where they suffer. Go talk, not be about Twitter. Person where they Twitter, where still they buy data. You still get money now. Mm-hmm. Go online, meet people whenever I'm to go chop. Now them even supposed they're supposed to come out safe, but you see most of them they're not talking because it's affecting them. I'm just trying to say that as Igbo people, we need to stop this nonsense we do. Especially what's this guy's name? Afonso, you're here. I'm here to address you. That thing you were doing on that space, I was saying is that time that all these things will see backfire. Just to come spews, talking nonsense, talk. This one will come up. What's that? What's the other one's name? Ichie, the other one, different, not Ichie, one chief guy. I've even blocked most of them.
Well,
And I was saying, you don't
imperfect. Wait, will I have time to respond to this trash that she has been talking since? She has been talking nonsense for past 10 minutes, and will I have my time to respond to imperfect metaphor? Are you there? The co-host at home, will I have time? Because thank God I'm even here when she's saying.
I'm not done yet, so shut the fuck up.
See, I don't have time for this thing you're doing. So continue.
You see.
Continue. No. Yeah.
Let her continue her talking.
No. The thing is there no time and nobody's in. I think the host and co-host is not even here. You're talking for like 10 minutes. Like when you started talking, I was somewhere. I mean, where I went. I have gone for like 30 minutes. You are still talking, and you have not even made any sense. First of all, you came with lies. Calm down. First of all, no. Me, I will not even keep quiet. Until the host and co-host comes and direct the speech. No, you cannot. No. How do you want to bury me while I'm still alive? No. It doesn't happen. You have to kill me first. No, calm down. No. I'm not holding on. No. There's a host here. There's a co-host. Except they don't want to talk about it.
What you people are doing here?
Okay, can we have some decorum, please? Yeah. Alfonso, please, just a minute. Let's have some decorum. We can't be talking over each other. Alfonso, allow the lady to finish making a submission. You obviously disagree with some of the things she said. So allow her to finish, and then you'll have your time to respond to her. I think it's unfair that you just interrupted her like that. Allow her to finish, please, Alfonso. When she finishes, then you'll have your time to respond to whatever she said that you don't agree with. Yeah, so please, instead of us shouting back and forth over each other. So, Chinye, please continue. Let's have you for another 3 minutes. Complete your submission, and then we'll have Alfonso respond. Thank you. Chinye, you have the mic.
Chinyere, go ahead and continue speaking. You are speaking power.
I was muted. Sorry, I was muted. Okay. So, like I was saying, right? I only wanted to address anybody that understands what I'm trying to say. Please, I didn't even insult this guy. I only wanted to address the hypocrisy. You do not, if you want to address insecurity in Southeast, it's not one-sided. It's not selective outcry. It's not when a particular people commit whatever and it's not even confirmed yet. You come and hold spaces and label IPOB terrorists, killings in this. You come and label yourself defenders or lovers of Alibo. Then when a particular people are killed because of herdsmen, you see a lot of them not saying anything. It's you're not being fair. You can't say you love Igbo people, you're lovers of Igbo people. Then you're being biased when certain things happen. Your voice is very loud when it comes to Biafra talks. You start seeing people say, oh, end Biafra. Biafra is a curse in Igbo land. This one, that one. That was the agenda. Do you know that they even go from DMs to DMs, bribing people to talk bad? Do you think I have screenshots? They go from DMs to DMs, asking people to come and join them in their force, spreading agenda.
I know all of
What are
them.
you saying?
I know.
Am I here to? I'm not even here for you. You're not special, okay? I don't know you from Adam. I'm only trying to say you don't do the selective outcry. We're not hearing that energy. Why you not posting spaces for 5 days for this issue?
Some of
Is this
them, we
one not
know
also
who
a
give birth to
terrible
them.
act? What are you saying? I was seeing these spaces 5 days, 5 days. I was wondering, I just want to know which data are you guys using? 5 days, 1 week. You're talking about Mazin and Kanu.
Metaphor, how many minutes? Metaphor, how many minutes more? This is
Alfonso, stop talking. Alfonso, dance,
what
dance,
is this now? I'm
dance,
not
dance,
triggered. I'm waiting for
dance.
3 minutes.
There's nothing to respond.
So
let
just hold on.
him wait till he's done.
Hold on.
Okay, guys. Ugo, Uche Chuku, please stop. I don't know what's going on.
Alfonso, Mr. Imperfect, Alfonso is just triggered by what this lady is
No,
saying.
no, how will I be triggered? She has been saying this.
Okay. Oh, Uche Chuku, please, if you speak again now, I will take it down to this last section. I beg. Hold on, please. I beg. I take God beg you. Chineye, help. I don't know if I call you now Queen Natasha or Queen Latifah, or I don't know if I'll call you now or Hannah, so come day here. Please, just a minute more, then Alfonso will respond, then come to the next speaker. I beg. Please, just a minute.
Okay. So anyways, so sorry. So now I feel like now they were addressing Fulani Herdsmen. IPOB shouldn't be a part of the conversation. Let's just address Fulani Herdsmen and look for solutions, to this whole thing. And my own solution would be for Igbo people to find a way to defend themselves, because obviously these governments, they are obviously trying to Islamize. I feel like Islamization is like their goal. So they're trying to like conquer, different states, and they cannot try it in Southeast. They just cannot. We can't afford that. So please, that's what I wanted to say. But if this guy comes for me, I'm actually ready. So yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Nobody's going to come for you. Okay, Alfonso.
Yeah, let me talk for like 2 or 3 minutes. Let me clear the air on the whole rubbish. I mean, these people are they are very good at what they do. They thrive on propaganda. I think for those who know me, the spaces I've held, when it happened at Uzo 1, right? In fact, I have dedicated more time on this Twitter app, hosting spaces and speaking about herdsmen, whether Fulani Herdsmen attacks more than I have done on IPOB. That is fact. That is fact. Fact number one. I have spoken about Fulani Herdsmen on international spaces when Nelson Epega was hosting it, a Nigerian based in US. I went to Yehuda Space. I was the first Nigerian that went to Yehuda Space and told them about what I describe as Islamofascism, which I believe the government of Nigeria has aided. So it's very unfortunate that people who don't know anything about someone, because they want me to worship one certain lunatic who plunged Southeast into chaos, and I don't want to worship him. I become the enemy of. She even blocked me and he said he's not seeing my space. Anyway, so this is it. This is it. Even on this case, on this herdsmen attack, I believe I hosted more spaces about it than most of you guys that are here. I believe I've spoken about it. And when I speak about it, I don't speak about it just as Igbo man. I speak about it as human being because they affect me in every angle. I look at it from Burkina Faso, where they conquered them, to Ghana, what they did. And I've always said the same truth about it, that I believe Buhari aided them so well. Yes, make no mistake about it. I say repeatedly, Buhari supported them. But what I cannot say now is that Tinubu is supporting them. But what I'm very sure is that Tinubu is totally indifferent about them. He's not doing anything. So, and I kind of always say that at the federal level, there's only one thing that will happen when you have a president who is biased against them, because you don't need to be neutral in terms of a crisis. Being neutral in an oppressive state means you're siding the oppressor. So we don't need a neutral president on this. So at the federal level, you know you cannot solve it at that much, because you're having a president who is probably neutral, who probably does not care about it. So indirectly or directly aiding them. So, and I've spoken about it. I think it was in this piece. I also talked about the governors. But one thing I maintain, and I say, whatever it is that you seek to do, you must seek legitimacy in your self-defense, in everything. That is why, and that is where every thing that happened, every people that have made decisions ever win this thing. You don't keep on doing this thing and doing this thing and keep complaining and complaining, and at the end of the day, you just end up complaining. No, you do what you're supposed to do. I don't think in any way, shape, or form that these people who say these things, you guys are they are masters of lies and biggest lie. Nobody, not even the biggest haters of IPOP that I know, because me, I'm not even among the haters anyway. I only disagree with their stupidity. Not even the biggest haters that I know in this life have ever come out in any way, shape, or form and claim that all killings that happen in Southeast are done by IPOP. Not one person. On a Sunday evening in Oka, my own state, Anambra State, some people went and killed some people. 8 of them. That's the first time something like that is happening in Southeast in the past 10 years. I mean, in Anambra State, to be precise, in past 10 years. If my memory serves me right. That would have been enough ground for people for people who are so anti-IPOP to come out and be saying, oh, IPOP did. No. We did our due diligence and we knew what caused clash, and we made sure that nobody, me personally, I made sure that nobody ever came out and said that was done by IPOP. And several cases about it. The Nkalaha case was there. People were even paid to push the propaganda. As I heard, I don't know, to say it was done by herdsmen. Some say it was communal clash. We did our diligence. We even invited people. We sent people there. We confirmed what happened there. And we know it was the herdsmen that did the attack. So for people who sit somewhere and just want to sing praises of one man who never done anything than to bring curses and destruction to Southeast, to come here and be trying to talk about people not speaking about this, then I think you're actually mistaken, to be honest with you. And I stand here and I say it. Yes, herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, headed by Miyetti Allah, are one of the most deadly groups in Nigeria, in the whole world. Yes, recorded. But I will say, in Anambra State where I come from, in Anambra South Senatorial District where I come from, we never had herdsmen attack. In case you have problem with your understanding of English, there are 7 local governments there. You have Nnewi North, Nnewi South, Ekwusigo, right? You have Ihiala local government, you have Agwata local government, and you have the last one, Orumba North and South. In these 7 local governments, there haven't been any Fulani herdsmen attack there that we know of. Even when you check your news, carry your phone now and start browsing it. You won't see any recorded. I'm not saying it does not happen in Anambra. It happens in Anambra along Anambra West axis. That is in Anambra North. In Anambra South, where I come from, it has never happened. But you see this, your IPOB reprobates, whether BRG or whatever they have called themselves, they have killed a lot of people in this my senatorial district, including the drivers of Senator Ifanyoba, including security officers, ordinary Megad, who were just guiding a local government secretariat without any form of arm. They went there and killed him. People I know in person who have families, a driver of local vigilante, seizing their ammunition and everything. So when you say vindicated, and that was why I didn't want to speak about when I spoke in earlier on. There's nothing vindicated that vindicated you guys here. If you are sympathetic to these idiots who go on Monday stealing people's property, beating them up, and I thank God today all those things don't happen again. People go about their businesses if they want in certain places, and if you're a security crisis, people are beginning to take care of themselves because we know the government is not helping. But if you want to become government that no one has appointed you to be, and not even a good government, a government, when Oge God was here, was talking about bandits collecting taxes. Is it not the same thing your ESN is doing in Ihiala?
Okay, you don't talk past the minutes where they give you.
Yeah. That was I'm asking you. It's 5 minutes. That's my last sentence. We talk about what bandits. Just tell me the difference between you guys and bandits. Is it not the same taxes? When you want to go and bury, you come and tell them. When you want to, you people were literally collecting, and you will not claim you don't know all these things. You know, we were living there. My sister was living there. I was going to visit her there with her husband. You bunch of lunatics drove them out of that place before military came and drove your idiots away from there. We started having peace. I know during the election, people couldn't go there and register. So this is what you guys have been doing.
That's your agenda.
This is what you guys have been doing. No, you have time to speak about. No. You have time to speak about herdsmen. You came here and was speaking about me.
You don't know.
Let me use time to tell you guys.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Imperfect. Let's just go to the next speakers, please, because their argument is not going to stop. They're clearly in disagreement. You know, if we can get other speakers to chime in on other topics, so that we can just deviate from that. You know, just walk away from that. So the next speaker, please, unmute your mic and speak. I noticed this gentleman of Awin Sabo. Mr. Imperfect, right?
We spoke earlier on. Let's hear from him.
Okay, thank you, Meta. Meta, thank you. It's been a long time. I don't know where you go hide. Where you go hide, my brother?
I'm fine, thank you. You know, I got family and work.
Yeah, okay. Okay, my brother. It's well. It's in. It's very, very uncomfortable. How I wish you have a government that is unprotected, a government that is not even proactive, but reactive to your ordeal. about the southeast Igbo land of Biafra, then that becomes a problem. I am affected. I am worried. That is the reason why I come out to speak. And I'm calling on everybody to come out and speak. Your government is inactive. Your governors are inactive. You coming out here to tell people who, in fact, my people, most of us served in that army that you people are asking to protect you. We performed well in Liberia and most other places. But why are we not performing in Nigeria? What is the problem? Where is the hole that allowed the water to enter into the coconut, seed? This is what. Are you sure that Nigerian government is not supporting them? I am sure. T.Y. Danjuma said it. And for those of you that will come out and tell me that IPOB and whatever that is killing, they are the ones responsible in the killings. I ask you again, go and verify in Liberia, far away Liberia, the group that formed LPC. LPC. Hold on, sir. LPC, Liberian Peace Council, who formed it? Who formed LPC in Liberia? I was there when it was formed, headed by one Mr. George Bole. Who formed it? It was Nigeria that formed it. What makes you think that they cannot do the same thing in Southeast in order to give a dog a bad name to kill it? Using even your own people too to do it. If they will use Crown people, Pele people, Basso people in Liberia to form it, what makes you think that they cannot do that right in their own backyard where they have control over? If most of you listen to the interview of Arise News the day when they said they were enforcing sit at home, the lady there, the lady at that studio that day was saying, look at that man behind the white car. What is that person? Is that not Nigerian Army security uniform? I was in a space when someone came out and said the police and the army were also enforcing sit at home. His brother was affected as well. These are some of the things that are going on. I am telling you because we know what we do. When someone that have served in that system will come out here and begin to tell the people, do you think that I am stupid? And when we are telling you, it is only your own, that your direction that you are. And when you, instead of you to make a selling point, you end up calling people idiots and reprobates. If someone wake up now and address you in that manner, how do you feel? How will you feel? And you call yourself a learned person, educated people? What kind of life is this? Look, your government has failed. In as much as my own government here in Ghana is poor, we are wretched. We don't have money. We are beggars, because that is what most of you have accused me of, as you face Ghana issue and leave Nigeria issue alone. If you look at my name, the British, the colonialists called us Gold Coast because they discovered gold here. They were mining gold and taking it. When Kwame Nkrumah, late Kwame Nkrumah came, Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah came, he changed it to Ghana. The warrior king or warrior chief, automatically I am a warrior prince. I am a warrior prince. And that is why we will not allow anybody that we don't have nothing in common to come in here. Instead of staying in peace, you are now killing our people, raping our people. The same way, you people, Nigerians, accommodated them because they see division in all of you. That is the reason why they have the temerity to enter you, and they will continue to enter you. You will sit down here and begin to accuse yourselves. Thank God that all my families are citizens of different countries, of US. They just need to cross to Burkina Faso or whichever place nearer, and they will go. And all of you will remain there. They told you, you call Nnamdi Kanu idiot, just like Alfonso Minamoche, you are talking here now. I never insulted you. I'm just repeating what you said. They told you, they said it. Melafi Obodaya said it. T.Y. Danjuma said it. You agreed, but your own said it. You say, no, he's an idiot, he's a miscreant, he's a reprobate. Ndị Igbo ụfọdụ unu n'ime unu ihere emegbuo m. I'm telling you the truth. Ihere na-emegbuo m. Instead of you people to join hands to fight the existential enemy around you, they come inside your house, your compound, your farm. They prevent what they did to the northern people is what they are now replicating in southeast part of Biafra. You cannot go. How many men were there that day when these women were protesting? Listen to the words these women. If you do not listen to, if you have listened to the words of these women and you come out here to accuse your own brother and your own sister or call names, I'm a Ghanaian. The reason why I am talking the way I'm talking is because my family is from there. Part of my family is from there. That is the reason why I do what I do. And I tell you, because I was a party to it. Go and search for special force. Go and search for special force. You will know the kind of activity that we were doing at that time. Some people are coming out here to tell you, go and ask Barnabas, Sergeant Roger, go and ask him. Some people that have been there before, he's telling you what is obtainable in those things, that where those organizations, you people are here blaming and insulting yourselves, whereas the people, the enemy, is right at your backyard. Continue to insult yourself on social media until your land is being taken away. You'll be warned, and nobody will say you were not warned. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please, let us hear from Dr. Clark, who told me some 2-3 hours ago that he needs to say something in space at exactly 1950, 7:50, something is here now. Dr. Clark, are you there?
Yeah, imperfect. Good evening, everyone. How many minutes should I speak?
How many minutes do you want? And I said you told me like 3-4 hours ago that you were going to come back to speak.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go on.
I'm here now.
You have enough time.
All right, okay. Okay. I'm from Nasarawa State. As you know, my constituency is Benue, Plateau, Taraba, and Southern Kaduna. So I was in Plateau State after the Bokos attack and the Mongo attack to report for international media. We made documentaries about the killings that happened. And in our house in Mangu, actually, we housed refugees of the victims of the Fulani attack. And after everything, I had a lot of questions in my mind. I was wondering, why are these people coming to attack us non-stop? You know, these Fulani people, they are cowards. They come in the night, they attack women, children, and old people that cannot run away from them. But we have able-bodied men that can face them and fight them, and, you know, one-on-one combat, they will just finish all of them, you know. So, but what baffled me was the sophisticated weapon they came with. You will see empty barrel, empty shells of bullet they use to kill. And I was wondering, I said, who is behind these people? Who is sponsoring them? What is their motive? Is it that because they hate my people, they just want to finish us and all that? Then my research got me from Garaku to down to Otupo. I had up to the border with Enugu. You see that those roads are empty. It used to be green during rainy season with yam farms and maize and all those things, but they're completely empty. So, and then I discovered that the killing was beyond Middle Belt. It's happening in Zamfara. They are wiping out villages, and these villages are Hausa, Muslims like them. Even fellow Fulanis are killing themselves, rustling their cattle. You go to Kebbi State, the same thing is happening. In Borno State, the same thing. Katsina, where their own patron is there, they are killing. I went to Ghana and I saw that they expelled 700 of them out of Ghana, accusing them of terrorism. If you move to Burkina Faso, the same thing is happening there. They would never allow a Fulani man to get to power in politics. They are always fighting them. The crisis you are seeing, all those terrorists in the entire Sahel, It's Fulani people committing those crimes there. You go to Mali, they are fighting with the Dogon people, with the Bambara, with the Malinkis, with the Soninkis. They are there fighting. They are killing them. Assimi Goita, the current prime minister right now, they are fighting Fulani. They will not allow them to get into power. Go to Burkina Faso, the same thing, they will not allow them. Ibrahim Traoré, this man that is there, they will not allow Fulani people to get into power. The same thing with Niger Republic. Fulani people, everywhere, they are fighting them. Everywhere, they are causing trouble. All over, even in Senegal. They are there. They call them the Pearl people. I discovered that these people are fermenting problem all over West Africa. So I was feeling like a victim initially. I was feeling like, oh, there's a gang of genocide against my people in Plateau State. They want to finish everybody, kill all the Christians. Then I discovered that it is just their modus operandi all over West Africa, all over. Imperfect, I want to do a little exercise with you, please. Can anyone who is good with mathematics make this calculation for me? Then I will drop the mic after this point, after this particular topic that I want to cover here. Is there anyone that can calculate 350,000 times 10,000? Please let us know the figure. What is the total? 350,000 times 10,000. Is there anyone imperfect?
350,000 times
10,000.
Times 10,000.
Yes.
Wow. That's about 35 something billion, right?
No, 350,000 times 10,000. It should give you at least something about 1.1 trillion or 1.9 billion. I think.
No,
Please, somebody that knows
it's
math.
3.5. It's 3.5 billion. No,
3.5 billion. Okay, I asked that because
3.5 billion.
All right, because that is how much Miiti Allah is making a day in Nigeria. I challenge all of you on this platform, go on the website right now and go and type a certain name, Mrs. Ruth Abishola Olusanya. She's the current Minister of Agriculture in Lagos. They brought out a figure of how many cattle are being slaughtered in Lagos every single day. They are slaughtering 10,000 cattle every day. 10,000 cattle every day. In Imota Abattoir, they are slaughtering 3,000. This is not estimate or cut off record that they cut off from somewhere. If you go to Imota Abattoir, they are slaughtering 10,000 cattle to feed at least 20 million people in Lagos every day. That is the number. That is the official figure they gave. 10,000 cattle every day. So imagine we have 365 days in a year. So do the 10,000. How many billion? How many billion did we just say? 3 point something billion. Do it times 365 days.
3.5 billion.
So do it. It will give you at least 1.9 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. That is how much Miiti Allah is making every single year. In Nigeria has a total of 20 million cattle. And that 20 million cattle, Ethiopia has at least, I think, 72 million cattle. Please, somebody should fact check what I'm saying. Go online, type how much cattle Ethiopia has. Type how much cattle Egypt has. Type how much cattle, I think South Africa should be around 19 or 17 million. I cannot remember the figure.
Yeah, I think Equatorial Guinea is leading. I think Equatorial Guinea is leading, if my memory is right. Yes.
They should have about 200 and something million cattle. Yes, the US, I think, is 300 point something million. So please type all these figures so that we should understand what is going on. Now, just imagine Miiti Allah are making 3 point something billion naira every single day from us consuming. I just give you a figure of Lagos. That is the figure of Lagos, 10,000 cattle that is being slaughtered every day. Imagine how many cattle are being slaughtered in Southeast, in Port Harcourt, in the Middle Belt, even in the North itself. How much? This is just one figure from Lagos alone. Then go to Ogun State, go to the entire Nigeria, how much they are making every day. So we all agree that in a day, this is an official figure on their website. Go, I say, type the name, Mrs. Ruth Abisola Olusanya. Just go and type. She's a minister. They brought out this figure themselves. I'm not the one giving you these things. So these people are making this amount of money every single day. That was why I was happy when there was one Igbo guy that opened Ohaneze cattle farm. I was busy promoting that farm. I said, we need to challenge them. Now, my people in Plateau State are farming cattle. We have local people who are breeding cattle, but almost all their farms have been targeted specifically and raided by Fulanis. So now I'm giving you the figure of how much these people are making every day. They are using this money, they can use this money to sponsor any politician that they want. A certain Mr. Sunday, somebody in Bauchi State, stabbed one Fulani guy, and the Fulani guy came to his farm and he took the knife out of him, stabbed him, and escaped. But somehow the Supreme Court of Nigeria condemned the guy. They even gave him death sentence. Meanwhile, Boko Haram member have been rehabilitated. You know, I was wondering, why are the Fulani such a protected people? Then I discovered that it is the power that they have. They are using it, which is money they are making from us. You know, they can buy any politician, buy any judges, sponsor any person. We are facing the same issue right now in Nasarawa State. They brought in a foreigner to come and become governor of the state. I love the man, I respect him. I've been following him since 2011. He works with the Dangote, but he's not an indigenous of Nasarawa State. Since 1999, they always bring outsiders to come and suppress. And because some of our people are Muslim, the natives, they are so gullible and docile. They think that yes, we share the same. Now their eyes don't open. They can't see, say, okay, these people are trying to use us. Now, if you go to Nasarawa State, there is a tension going on right now. You know, for those of you who are here, Peter will be one Nasarawa State to show you that the people started waking up, their eyes are open, and they notice that they are being used. And if you go to Nasarawa, you find thief people there. You find Agato, you find Alago, you even find Idoma people there. You know, so I just gave you the figure. This is how much they are making a day from Lagos alone. They can sponsor any judge, sponsor any presidential candidate, sponsor any governor. Most people are in their payroll. They are not using the money to do anything aside buying power with it. You know, if we calculate how many ethnic group, what is the total value of the Igbo nation ethnic group in Nigeria? What is their GDP? You will be able to know what is GDP of the Yorubas or the Ibibios, the Bini people, and all this. You discover that most of us, the money is remaining in our pocket, but then they are using it to buy favor. That is, I discovered that it is only in Nigeria that the Fulani people were able to put an empire, the odd man down for their empire. In Burkina Faso, they couldn't do that because they kept killing them and pushing them away. The same thing in Mali. Till today, all the terrorist activity is them. So for those of you who came on this platform, I'm just giving you this perspective to let you understand that what is happening in the Southeast and in the Middle Belt is beyond what we are seeing. Because even in Zamfara, they are killing people there. They are wiping out villages. I know what they are doing in Zamfara is business because there are gold mines there. A lot of people are involved mining. So the violence has taken another shape. Now, this is the solution I've always suggested for people. There's a long-term solution. It's something that is regard to Nigeria. First of all, the Northerner, they have to be active if truly they are serious about fixing this security issue because they are being affected too, is to make sure that an educated Fulani man is less dangerous. The more you take them out for the bush, I'm not saying they should bring them into the other part of Nigeria. So keep them in northern Nigeria, force them to go to school so that they'll be educated. Shikena, they will draw some of their arms. Fine, that. But the short-term quick solution that we need right now is not people that will go on the street and protest, women in wrapper. If you're a man, you're a father, you're a brother, arm yourself. That's why I was angry with IPOB, because they turn their activism against their own people instead of facing the enemy that is invading the land. You're punishing your own people, destroying business and all this. If assuming they just calm themselves in the bush, bring any attack, bam, you collect. You see Niger Delta, they are one of the most dangerous people in Nigeria right now, they have big weapons, but you will never see them going against their people. They are there waiting. Nope, they know in this country, everybody know that you cannot touch them and go free. They will cripple this economy at once. Either they will blow all the oil pipes, blow the electricity installation, and they have weapons to defend their land, but you will see them quiet. They listen to their leaders. If their leaders tell them, hey, stop, they will stop. Or yeah, remove your gun, let us go and intimidate the country. They will do it. That was what I was expecting from Nnamdi Kanu and his boys. But no, he turned, punish his people, do all sort of funny stuff. God is having into trouble. So, but what I'm saying in conclusion is that the killing that the Fulani people are doing is beyond Nigeria, is beyond Middle Belt, beyond Southeast, beyond Southwest. It is entire West Africa. Why the Ghana government deported them? Why are they being killed in Burkina Faso? Why are they being chased all over the entire West Africa? That's the question I want us to know. And like I said, the solution is not protesting. If you have people at home, tell them, arm yourself, because the Fulani people are cowards. They cannot face real men. One Fulani man will not face you eye to eye like this and fight you. They will come in the cover of the night in dark and kill women and kill children because they cannot run. And they will just put terror there, and then they will run. Immediately they will disappear because they are afraid. They are fearful people. Oh. If men stand up in one village and wait for them, if they come, give them. Let me give you one further example, then I'll stop here. There's a people in Bauchi State, they call them the Sayawa people. I will post the video, I will send you the video imperfect. It was not even me that said it, was a DSS, what did they call these DSS people? The head of the DSS. He was the one that said it, I think, a month ago in a meeting they were having. He was giving an example of the Sayawa people in Bauchi State. These people have been in Bauchi, in a local government, they call it the Tafawa Balewa. Fulani people have been attacking them non-stop. One day they gathered themselves because they know their terrain, their mountains. They hid themselves. When these people came, they dealt them a very dirty blow. Kill one or two. Once if Fulani people come into your vicinity to attack, you ambush them and kill them. You see that they will not come back until after 10 years before they will come back again. Just target them, give them one blow. So don't tell your people to beg or to cry. As a man, you must be dangerous. You must have the capacity to be very violent and aggressive so that before your enemy will attack you, he will think twice of what the repercussion will be. Let's not, for those people that are doing Christianity or religion and going to pray for peace and protection, that one is your problem. If you stay, you will get killed. Arm yourself, even with kitchen knife or anything. Don't wait. Somebody come and intimidating you. Anything that you get hold of, strike that person. If you are going to hell, make sure that both of you at least drag one person along with yourself. I yield the mic here.
Please, Dr. Croc, my brother, I have a question for you. Can I go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Between a governor of a state in Nigeria and Nnamdi Kanu, who do you think have the capacity to protect the citizen more? Between a sitting governor and Nnamdi Kanu?
Your question is tricky, honestly. You know, I'm not sure I have the answer to this question. I'm not sure, honestly.
What is tricky? Let me make it clear again. See, if the Southwest governors can form Amotekun, or they have all those security personnel with big guns and drive around with them, I believe they can have the capacity to protect their people more than someone who is somewhere in London. There's nothing hard. Don't you agree with me?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Is Asari Dokubo an agent of the government, or he's the other guy? What is his name? What is his name? The other one, the other opponent of Asari Dokubo, Tompolo. That is what Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to do. That is what I'm saying.
Like what? What? Explain. What should Nnamdi Kanu have done?
No.
No, I win. Please hold on, please, my brother. Don't be angry. I win, Chelu. Yeah, go ahead. What should Nnamdi Kanu have done?
He should be agent of the system since he want
agent. How? Like what should he
work in
collaboration
with the governors, to protect his land. But that's what he wants now. He wants the safety of the Alaibo, no? Wrong. So we can work in collaboration with them. The way to follow.
Okay. Okay. Just please, pardon you guys. I will just talk. I will drop now. It's late this side. Dr. Croc, you are from Nasarawa. You are from Middle Belt.
Yes, I am. Yes.
And to be honest with you, you started very well. But when you started attacking IPOB, I really felt disappointed, because the condition you are right now as a people does not warrant you to even attack IPOB, because we are very far from you and we are trying to stop what has happened to you. And if you come up here and say, this is the proof I have that IPOB is punishing the Igbo people, I will listen to you. Iwanyanwu, who is older than anybody on this space, on his dying wish was for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. So, do you want me to believe you or one riffraff on this page as against Iwanyanwu, or as against all top Igbo leaders who have said release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So, do you think it is someone from Nasarawa, it does your cause a good that you come here to lie or to spread half truths against IPOB just because you think it is about breaking the country? Because all you have said, there's no evidence.
Can I answer to that?
Just give me one. Let me just say something. If you just understand where I'm going. If you come here and if I come and tell you that they have displaced people in Nasarawa, there is evidence to that. If you come and say IPOB are killing Igbo people, you cannot prove that. And I want you to accept that. I want you to accept that you don't have any proof, because you don't know more than Fadam Baka. You don't know more than
permit me to come in now, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I know so much that I will say IPOB are killing people. I know a lot. I know what happened.
Okay, let me ask you one question. Should we believe you against the Igbo leaders who have said it's not IPOB? Who should we believe?
Be patient. Listen to me first.
No, excuse me. Before you continue, who should we take their word? Igbo leaders or you from Nasarawa? I'm telling you about Iwanyanwu calling for Nnamdi Kanu release. You want me to believe you?
Can I answer that now?
Why do you want me to believe you?
No, can I answer that if you permit me?
Okay.
Yes. I have never claimed that IPOB are the one killing the people in the Southeast. I've never claimed that. There are part of the killings that are being carried out by zealous members of IPOB. There were times expressly that they cannot give order for military personnel to be killed. And then again, because of the information I have, I can also tell you that there have been killings there have been done, things that have been done illegally by the Nigerian military. There have been people that have been framed by their own brothers because of land issues or because of one issue, because of money. They will report to the security that this person is an IPOB member, and those people get killed unjustly or get arrested. So many evils have happened. And there are instances where not just the military, but the people, different faction fighting the Nelly or Facebook faction, the other factions facing each other.
No. My brother, you are okay.
What is this?
You are going.
No,
you are going a different place.
What I'm telling you. Okay. Let me say this finally. Just a moment. Let me say this finally. I came on this platform. I gave a lot of points. I made mention of. I told you that it is not just the killing is not just within Nigeria. It is the entire West Africa. I made mention of the figure of money that the Mighty Allah are making in Nigeria and why they are very powerful and why they will continue to sponsor violence that is going on. I also spoke about IPOB and I spoke about a lot of things. I would like you to be fair and just. Also,
okay, Dr. Cross, my brother, and let me ask you this hypothetical question. It's a yes or no question. If, for instance, someone says now that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, IPOB, referendum for Biafra, so that the killings in Nasarawa State or that part of Nigeria will stop, but you don't get to be with Biafrans. Are you going to accept that?
Yes, I actually think Nnamdi Kanu should be released by now. I support that.
You support that? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Akokare, I want to say something, please. Dr. Grog, what I want to say is this. You see, Dev Umahi, Governor Dev Umahi, said that what the killings that is happening in Southeast is not IPOB. Governor Hope Uzodinma said that the insecurity in South is politically motivated, if I'm to quote him. He said it is
sound mind. When the governor Nwifuru said that what happened in the Ankalaha was done by native, you also believe him on that? Do you believe him on that? No. Do you believe when Omahi said that what happened at Ankalaha was done by native? Do you believe him on that? Do you believe? No. You see, I hear logical inconsistency. No. I hear when people came out, when this same governor come out and tell you it's not Fulani Herdsmen killing in Southeast, you don't want to believe it. But when they say it's not IPOB, you start quoting them. Let us believe they are now our leaders. They are no longer intellectuals. They are no longer fools. We must be logical. We must be consistent with what we say here. We must be consistent. We must be consistent. If you want to tell
everything that you say.
The governor of Ebonyi State came out last week. No. The governor of Ebonyi State came out last week at Nkalaha. Wait. The governor of Ebonyi State came out at Nkalaha, where we know, with all the evidence, that it was a Fulani Herdsmen attack. He came out to say,
if somebody does,
no, he did that. Do you know that you push the person down? He did that.
You will push the person down because you have been in your platform before. Can you just allow the person to continue and speaking until?
I want to just point it out.
Don't do that.
Because now we should not believe the governors. We should not believe the governors.
Okay. Dr. Clark, thank you so much for that submission. Me too, you should get money. I don't get farmland, acres of land for my place. And I'm going to have to take back out. Now I define. And those will be helping so to take care of them. I don't go into pure farming. But anyway, thank you so much for having more submission and updates. As for that man who was attacked on his own family land, and he defended himself and taking out the person that came to attack him. Now they sentence that man to death. I swear to God, man, if that thing ever happened, if that thing, if the Supreme Court should go without judgment, if any government should approve of that, then anyway, I'm glad that international bodies they've taken up that case.
Imperfect. That's why we
give
good solution.
We are not here for this.
Body of evidence. Nobody no evidence.
Okay.
Everything disappear, no trace. You go talk with your own go court now.
That's okay. Anyway, let us move on. Pharmacist, I beg, we never hear from you. Other people say don't talk. I beg, okay, hold on, let's hear from you.
Oh yeah, pharmacist. Speaking before the
Soundman, please hold on. I beg, pharmacist, let's hear from you speakers, then we'll come back to you. I beg,
Yeah, you talk.
Hold on first. Now you don't talk several times. I don't hear from you.
No, but everybody has spoken twice now.
I never talk now. Have you spoken on this place?
When?
Tofechuku, have you spoken on
Yes,
this page?
sir.
I've not spoken.
No,
I've
I
not
wanted
spoken.
to address
Now,
some
gave me the
issues.
mic like 2 minutes ago. Let him speak now.
I've not spoken.
Oh, Jesus
No,
Christ.
you didn't give me the mic, oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You didn't give me the mic, oh.
I said, hold on. You have spoken at least 3 to 4 times. Hold on. Let us hear from
No,
new
I've not
speakers.
spoken, oh. Only once.
Same pharmacists. What will it lie again? Jesus Christ. Oh.
Oh yeah, imperfect. You know they understand you. He say me you wait. Now waiting they talk. He say me you wait first. Huh?
Okay, yeah.
Go shop night food.
Tofechuku, please.
Uh-huh.
Tofechuku, I beg, go on. Thank you.
Yeah, I greet everyone. Imperfect. I greet you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this what I came to say is because there was something I heard that made me come up. The issue of this term, Biafra, this terminology, Biafra. This was a union of various groups, an agreement that involved heads of different groups. But today is no longer united. Is no longer united. A house divided among itself cannot stand. Ndibo, we are not the only ones that are carrying Biafra. Biafra is not just Igbo land. So when we are doing these things, we have to be progressive. Nobody will arrest you for promoting Alibo. Nobody will harass you for wearing a shirt that promotes Alibo. Because if an Biafra Mbona is a divided house already, and sorry to those that are not, what I'm trying to say is we are not the custodian of Biafra. That's the Igbos. We are not the custodians of Biafra. We are not the only custodians. We are not the only custodians. We have to become progressive in this thing, knowing fully well that as Dr. Krog has elaborated, to each his own. But at least you respect, with some dignity and respect. But we are getting to that stage where, just like the bill that was passed for Nigerians to be able to arm themselves. And I don't know whether people even supported the bill or made much discussion about it. I don't know the people's opinion on it, but it was raised, Obodo Gademma, you just have to, everybody, it's just unfortunate what happened in a harmful, in a harmful.
But this is not the 5th time it's happening in the last 3 to 4 years. But yeah, well, that's not
Okay.
all the time. The first time I got to know about Yamufu was when they attacked them. Was it 2021 or 2022? All that particular Yamufu. Even one of my very good friends here, I call him my in-law. I don't mention his name. His wife is even from that place. He works for the federal government of Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge. OJ, you might even know him. I call him my in-law. That was the first time I heard about Yamufu. There must be something in that land. There must be something there those people are targeting. There must be something. Maybe I go check. Maybe you get one resource. That's what he said.
I've been to Amufu through the rail.
There must be 1 million away. FG won't just put head into. To be sincere, please a minute more. Thank you.
Yeah. So what I just want to say is what brought me up. I was enjoying the space. What brought me up was this overhammering of the word Biafra. And I wanted to just make it clear that the Igbos are not the only custodians of Biafra. And right now we should focus on Ali Igbo, which is
Tochukwu, please, can I ask you one question, please, my brother?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Just a simple question. My question is this: is it every Igbo person that is in support of Biafra?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Do you believe that there are other people who were in that union of the old Eastern region who support Biafra till today?
Yes.
Simple.
What
That is why we have been calling for
what is
referendum.
the percentage
Cannot,
of
you
wait,
talking
hold
about
on.
divided house.
Hold on.
See,
what is the percentage when you look at the percentage?
No, we wouldn't know now because your sense, we don't
what
even
do
know
you
your
mean you
sense.
wouldn't know? Do you see the populations in election?
That is why we want a referendum now. Anyway, go ahead. I've established what I want to establish. Not all Igbo support Biafra. Not all non-Igbo are against it. So calm down until the day of referendum.
The majority of ndị na-ekwu maka Biafra today bụ ndị Igbo, and there is no that you cannot.
The day they start to be obedient and they call everybody Igbo, whether you are Calabar or you are Ijo.
Are you trying to say?
Calm down.
Are you trying to paint white black or what?
Listen,
I'm telling you that the majority
you as
of
Igbo. They see you as Igbo, my brother. See all those people.
the brunt and the pain and the whole brunt na-abịa n'ala Igbo.
Which whole brunt? No, let me tell you.
Like I see now,
we will still lose more if we continue in Nigeria. We have more to lose.
Which is the River State, how many other places?
My brother, we cannot continue in servitude. South African blacks, they suffered more than what you are crying before they got freedom. So relax, we cannot remain in servitude forever because you are scared of Obi.
The percentage of those who are carrying this thing today, as it stands, wepụ aka ndị Igbo wepụ aka n'ife a na ọ ga-ada to the end. N'ọzọ anyị nwa bụzi ya the last.
Mana anyị nwa ka akpụ n'ọnụ. Igbo, you want to take over Lagos.
Thank you.
Igbo want to take over Lagos.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay. Pharmacists, I beg just 4 minutes. Then we'll come to Deep Sky. I want to speak. I sent him this link like hours ago. Also from Enugu State. So I think he is even aware that this is not the first time this is happening in that area. So pharmacist, I beg, over to you. After you come to Deep Sky, please. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. The last two speakers that came, he said a lot. He said this thing has predated even Nigeria and all that. I remembered, if we check your history very well, because most of these Ipobians that are here, they don't even know anything about history. They just keep talking rubbish. Now, the British, when the British was in Nigeria, when they wanted to stop.
You don't start now. When they attack us, obedience.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care whether they attack us. Because the truth of the matter is that I don't know why I started discussing with them and all that. Because they don't know history. They don't know anything concerning history. When the British was in Nigeria, they created this booty, is a booty stuff. When they created a grazing route in order to solve these Fulanis and their domineering, where they claim people's land and all that. And it has been practiced. That's why they were still claiming of we had a headers route. But then the Land Use Act of 1978 now destroyed that booty arrangement between the Fulanis and the farmers and all that. And that is when this crisis has predated even Nigeria. There were times that I keep telling them that they should go and check history because they don't know. The Fulani has been attacking. It is not only southeast. They have attacked Zamfara, attacked the Middle Belt, attacked almost everywhere. There were times, even in the 90s, the attack on the Benue Valley was so serious. Then there was this issue of this General Domkat Bali. He was the chief of defense staff. Now, when he was protecting his people, they removed him from office and made him the chief, from chief of defense staff, they made him interior minister, and he resigned from Babangida's regime. And that is why majority of the coup plotters started the 1990 coup. They came up and they said, and they attacked Babangida, and that was one of their main reasons why they planned the 1990 coup. And go and listen to the speech. I keep saying it. Go and listen to the speech made by Gideon Walker. He ostracized 5 states, Bauchi, Sokoto, this and that, where they were predominant Muslims. He told them personally in that speech that before they will be accepted back into Nigeria, first of all, they will remove Dasuki and put the rightful heir, Machido. Then Machido will come with his delegates to negotiate with them on how to live in Nigeria on a peaceful term. This thing has been long, not today. So when I see people coming to say, Nnamdi Kanu will come and solve, where is this solving? What does he even know? Is it to be talking rubbish all the time? See, the thing, look, go and ask people in Nasarawa, they will tell you, this thing has been long in existence. And I'll keep saying it. The Nigerian government needs to take a stand. When Ejirika was in office, Ejirika and Minima, they wiped out each other, they pursued the Fulani herders, pursued them to the Mabila forest, down to Kebe Road. But what happened? The Fulani leader went to ICC to start saying Ejirika was committing acts of genocide against their own people, and they removed him from power. They should go and check their history. And they removed him. Jonathan removed him from power. And as such, the crisis started again. And they have been so brazen. So until I keep saying,
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Was Ejirika fighting Fulani Herdsmen or Boko Haram?
Both Fulani Herdsmen and Boko Haram. Ejirika dealt with all of them in northern Nigeria. Go and check history very well. Both Fulani Herdsmen, he changed them from this thing, and even Boko Haram. Not only Boko Haram. So the truth of the matter is this, and I'll keep saying it. We need to take a stand. Are we going to defend ourselves? Or is the federal government going to take a stand on the Fulani and their dominant nature? That is the question. If they are not ready, look, I remember there was a time when General Theophilus Danjuma told this guy, I don't know whether it was Buhari's, Jonathan's or Buhari's regime. He told him personally, I will arm my people and they will attack this thing. I will not care. And then they came to negotiate with him. When Theophilus Danjuma came up and said he will go and check his, he will tell you, they will tell you the same thing. And as such, if we don't put a stand and say, fine, these are either we defend ourselves or the Nigerian government take a stand against this Fulani and their dominant nature of this thing, then we go our separate ways. But then it is still on the Nigerian government to take a stand. I remember when Buhari was preaching about Ruga, and the certain city said, no, you can't be taking our land. You people have your land in the north. Go and this here, and the Ruga this thing. To me, I don't even support the Ruga. Let us take a stand against these people and don't identify them as Fulani headers. Identify them as criminals until we give them that label that they are not Fulani, but they are criminals. This issue will not stop. Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you support IPOB?
For what now? They are non-entities.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Are IPOB criminals?
Now, the truth of the matter is that if you check IPOB history, IPOB did not start today.
Can I speak?
IPOB started with Masop.
Please hold on.
Are you getting me? And
Pharmacist, no, I'm not getting you. I asked a very simple question. As you can see, others want to speak.
You said?
You
say that IPOB criminals.
Hold on. Yes, are they criminals or terrorists? Which one would you label them now?
I will not name them criminals. I will not name them terrorists. They are just non-entities.
Okay, non-entities. Okay.
Non-entities.
Okay. So, if Nigeria now should attack or should go to Nigeria or let me say the Republic and start attacking some villages there, what would you call those Nigerians? Invaders or
if Nigeria do what?
peoples or criminals? If Nigerians now,
yes,
let's say some Nigerians now gang up themselves and end up
yes,
attacking the village now in like Republic or Nigeria Republic,
yes,
killing people, destroying the farms,
yes.
everything. Are you going to call them invaders or criminals?
I'll call them invaders now.
Good.
Yeah.
Now these people now, so hold on. Now these people now, so they left their region. They are always in certain part of Nigeria committing the same crime. Are you going to call them criminals or invaders?
I didn't get you. You said what? I didn't get you.
They left their region.
Which people?
To certain part.
The Fulani.
Yes, they left their region.
So I told you that they are criminals now. You should label them that criminals. And don't put any ethnic coloration on them. And that is the problem.
Okay. All right.
Don't put any ethnic coloration on them.
Okay.
Label them as criminals and deal with them as criminals.
Okay, good. Please, can you take the difference between terrorists and criminals and invaders? Check the dictionary, please.
Now, the truth of the matter is this. What they are doing is terrorist acts. No, listen, but they are criminals.
I will carry on. I know you have a lot to say, but forgive pharmacists because pharmacists, if you guys are come for you this night, for 1 week you don't sleep. I swear to God.
There's nothing to come for him. His enemies are not concerned with his ignorance. The day they will come, they will not label him IPOB. They will not ask him, come and tell me what you were saying on stage.
You said
they cut you.
They act like terrorists, but actually they're going to call them criminals.
They are nuisance.
I think they are terrorists. What they are doing is an act of terrorism, but they are criminals.
He's talking about the government taking imperfect. Please, 30 seconds. You're talking about the government taking a stand. You mentioned that taking a stand more than 50 times. A governor of Benue State, let me tell you, the former governor of Benue State took a stand. They were killing people in his village. He took the army, the police in convoy, and on his way to his village, which is some kilometers away from the capital. They got a call from Abuja. I'm narrating it exactly how it happens, like a movie. They got a call from Abuja that our guy said, make we turn back. He said, no, you are the army. I'm the governor of Benue State. They are killing my people. Let's go. The army said, no, we got a call from Abuja that we cannot proceed with this operation, that our guy in Abuja said we shouldn't go. The governor now went with his personal details, and the Fulani opened fire on a sitting governor. But you are here speaking English, calling people names, why people are dying. That's what makes you a black person. And now you want respect from the rest of the world.
Let us move on. It's okay. Thank you so much. And please, it's okay. Anybody that wants to speak should please indicate. Ladies, you've been here for like only God knows how long. Okay, let us hear from
my hand has been up since yesterday.
Fidelis, are you there? Okay, over to you, please. Greetings.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know if we are here for entertainment, we want to find solution, or we just want to talk and feel good. I'm still trying to figure out. Yesterday, I entered this meeting. It was the same thing. You know, if we have a meeting like this, when you have so many people in the meeting, and then you give about 10 minutes for one person to talk, and then another person turn and ask question, how many people are going to speak? What solution are we going to seek here? So I have been thinking that you have the right to disagree with me. Our gathering like this, our top priority should be how many people have registered for an election? How many people intend to register? How are we doing about electoral reform? These are the only things that can change Nigeria. Because if we have a good leader who can make the rule of law sacrosanct, everything will be fine. But if we have these people who just go kill people to get a political appointment and all that, since El-Rufai left Kaduna, have we heard about the indiscriminate killings of the southern Kaduna people again? Do you think those people were being killed just like that? These are political killings. So we need to look for a solution that is tenable. When we come and we are just talking and quarreling like this, it makes nonsense of what we are doing here. It's my opinion. Anybody has the right to argue. But we should be doing something that is tangible, something that we can come today like this. We discuss, we keep points. Tomorrow when we come, we remind ourselves about what we discussed yesterday and see if we are making progress or not. We should not just be talking about this killing. It will not change anything until we do the right thing. Until we do the right thing. And the right thing is to make sure we register, make sure we ask about what is going on about electoral reform. If there is anything we can do about that, we do, so that we can send these guys out and take back Nigeria. So that's my opinion. I just see the way the discussion is going. Somebody can talk for 15 minutes, somebody talk for 10 minutes, another person will come and ask question, IPOB, Fulani, and all those things. It will not help us in any way. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to ask a question, but let's get the mic move on. Some Malaki.
Yeah. Good evening, bros. Evening, and I just want to make it quick. Listening to Nigerians, so it's the worst thing that can happen to a sane mind. It's unbelievable. Now I start to believe that the IQ of a black man is even lower than 54. It is horrible. Look at I don't want to refer to nobody because it will be even making me sad that I'm a black man. When I do listen to people from Nigeria, most especially, they are dumber than anything worse than dumb. Unbelievable. I'm an IPOB and I'm proud to be. And now I start to understand why we see things the way we see it, because the IQ-ness is higher than an average Nigerian. That is the problem other Nigerians has to understand IPOB. It is unbelievable what is coming out from the mind of a black person who is living in Nigeria. Oh my goodness me. Somebody is talking about registration of vote. Somebody, oh God, I never gave you the Chineke na emere anyị ebere. But my brothers, keep on doing whatever you are doing. I don't have anything to add here, man. Come on, man, go ahead. Damn it.
All right, man. And who's going next, man? Ochuko,
Thank you. Imperfect. Thank you very much. Hello, Impact. Can you hear me, please? Hello.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Go on, man.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. Fulani Herdsmen attacks in Enugu, Southeast, Ondo State, but
Nigerians are great people. I don't know. I'm not hearing anybody talking.
no, sorry. Can you not hear me? Is my network that bad? How long have I been out, please?
Ochiko, please answer your call and join back later, please. We can't hear you. Answer your call and come back later, please. We can't hear you. Sorry.
Okay.
Somebody's calling you. Answer your call, man. Thank you. Okay. Deep Sky, are you there? Deep Sky, Jagbawa, are you there? No. Mr. MDBC, are you there? Mr. MDBC, are you there? Please, can anyone hear me, please?
I'm here.
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm very,
Why?
very disappointed in you.
Waiting I do.
You hosted IPOP space for just for
No be my own video.
Okay,
Be this one.
Look this one. Okay, get to this space. IPOP space for just 2 months. I will 4
No,
months.
be my own. No, like the other one to be seen. I get him. Not with me.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Imperfect. How you doing now?
We thank God for Jesus. Welcome, God.
Good evening, everybody. Imperfect. Meta, everybody with the speaker and listeners. By sight and greet all of them. It is very, very unfortunate and condemnable what is happening in Enugu State. It's just very condemnable. It is heartbreaking also. And man, there is no way you can talk about this thing if you have human feelings without having this deep sense of like you have this deep sympathy to the people that are suffering what is happening over there. Because these people are now in a crossroad. Their government don't care about them. Their killers keep coming back. And in a place like social media where they are supposed to galvanize the support of people, you see their brothers who are in the IPOB divide trying to make this whole issue going on to be like to be a gotcha moment. Like they are like, hey, we told you, Fulanis are killing us, that we need to support IPOB. They are making it, yeah, hey, we don't catch you now. But that is not what we need. That is not what we need. These people are really, really suffering. And every form of support we can give to them, whether it's our public outcry, whether it's holding the those in government responsible, whether it is daily calling out those who are in charge of security in that region. That is all the support we need to give to these people. You get our IPOB brothers, please and please and please. IPOB, you see Biafra, it has never benefited an Igbo man, even for one day. If at the very first day that Biafra was proclaimed on Igbo people, we have been receiving it hot since that day up to this moment. There have never been one single. If anybody can tell me one particular time Biafra been mentioned on Igbo people and it brought good things to them. Right from 1967, when the name Biafra was invoked on Igbos and those in the eastern region, it has always been death and destruction. It has always been genocide and massacre. And in today, Biafra has now turned to an umbrella for kidnapping people in the southeast. Now we don't even know if
it is the people agitating for Biafra that are doing things in the forest and confusing everybody. We don't even know. So, but the only thing I can say is that at this moment, those in Enugu in Ebonyi State who are the receiving end of this violence, they really need our support. They need our support, and whatever way we can, those who can't send money, those who are not in government, or those who don't have the voice to hold the government accountable, or to bring the government to do what they are supposed to do. We can be retweeting, we can be calling out the government, we can try as much as possible to make this whole issue be a thing of the past. And if we can't do all these things, at least let us not spit on the grave of those who have lost to this violence. Yet our IPOB brothers, I beg, this is not the time to come and start telling us Fulani do this, Fulani do that. We know all these things. We know it's not only in Igbo land; it's happening everywhere in Nigeria. It's just showing that the government of the day, they are just very incompetent when it comes to securing the lives of people in Nigeria. Okay, so it is not a time to come and start pushing your cheap political points. We know all these problems there. It is not even peculiar to only Igbo people. Just that we don't want it to be happening to Igbo people. That's just the thing. It is happening everywhere in Nigeria. It is happening even in the north. The so-called north that you keep saying they are coming to Fulanize all of us. Even Fulanis are killing fellow Fulanis in the north. Me, I stay in the north. I work in the north. I hear stories of what happens to farmers. You see, farmers they kidnap northerners that are farmers. The herders, they kidnap them, they kill them. You get this thing, it happens everywhere. Just that as an Igbo man, I don't even want it to be happening in my region. That's just the thing. Losing my brothers in Enugu and in Ebonyi is very painful to me. It is not something our IPOB brothers who don't want to see reason and drop this their nonsense agitation that is not helping us. It is not an opportunity to start calling for IPOB. We need a referendum. We don't need any of these things. I beg, Mona die this matter. When I suppose don't lock up this IPOB agitation with Nnamdi Kanu where they lock up. As in, nobody suppose even they talk about this IPOB whatever for even any public space. They say una be terrorists on Nigeria. Una be terrorists now. Why una just the whip up terrorist sentiment for Twitter? Una be terrorists now. Eh? We don't want una. Igbo people have rejected you people. We don't want you. We don't want your agitation. We don't want your Biafra. Even the other ethnic groups that made up the original Biafra of 1967, they don't want anything to do with Biafra because Biafra reminds them of death, of starvation, of hunger, of the Nigerian army killing their young people. That is what Biafra reminds everybody. Why do you people keep going back to what happened in 1967? Why can't we just move forward and find a lasting solution to our problems? No matter the kind of conundrum we are in this Nigeria, there is a way out. It's not by always saying you want to pull out, you want to pull out, you want to pull out. If you pull out now, you go come make the Biafra. Me just dey like this nonsense when they do. We be say as they imprison Simon Ekpa, when I don't get like 20 factions. This one they accuse this one of thief money. This one they accuse this one, give money. This one. Which one? They get Ngozi Orabueze. They get okay, Nkere waiting that one. They get another one, or just for common to hold a common organization of maybe 2,000 people. We don't know if you manage na country or na one manage all these people, all these failures we don't fail in life. We no get any ambition. We don't fail. They no fit do business. They no fit work. Some of them no go school. Na carry agitation put for head, making life miserable for those in the southeast. Abeg, Mona bone this matter. And finally, in conclusion, my heart goes out to our brothers and sisters who are victims of this massacre. Make government come do their work, bring peace to these people, and justice also, not just peace and justice, so that all the perpetrators pay for their crime. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say quickly that you should remember that in as much as we are disassociating from the future of that union, that the past remains the same, and that we must have a clear and visible memorial for Biafra. A memorial must be set up, but the future of that union is broken.
Last time something of such happened, the governor then, this is Ogwan, he went there, state governor then. He went there, he was crying, and he was sympathizing with them. He was asking them to give him a back to eat. Enugu people.
That was a Nibo massacre now.
Imperfect. That's what will happen for Enugu states, where the government and this Uganda Congress is going to.
Now Nimbo now. You say called GOC division one in the man of say with Enugu. You say no go answer a call. Call show Amisa no pick call.
See, imperfect. You go know this problem. You see this problem with our governors. The thing we say, I don't know the kind governors where we get. Like, is it that they don't even know the extent of the animosity of the power they have as governors? Like, you people are governors. You are.
Forget it.
I don't just know.
Look at what it is not like that. It is not that way. Now, power, authority, they come from Abuja. Look at what they did to that weapon. Said on their way to his village, they caught from Abuja. They trapped like start search from that convoy and went back to their base. They can't listen to the government. Listen to their chief of staff or
okay. I want to ask you something.
Chief of defense.
I want to ask you something imperfect. No vex. Do you think that if all the 15 senators in the southeast and all the House of Rep members and all the governors in the southeast decide that this herdsmen matter will die today and finally, do you think they can do it no matter what is happening in Abuja?
It's not possible. Do you know why?
It is possible. No, it is possible.
Should I tell you? You ask the question, bro.
Okay.
The current governors now, after their 8 years, they want to become senators or ministers. So if you misbehave, that person will be given to you. God has command. Thank you. Deep Sky, over to you. And please, you won't be investigated after your tenure.
But that is what you are talking about now. They are putting their personal interest over the interest of the common Igbo man. That's just the thing.
Do you think they care about you? Deep Sky, are you back?
That's why you need a governor like James Ibori.
All right. Imperfect. Good evening. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you very much. So, okay, I think I've heard a lot in this very short span of time. So, I don't think that we should focus our conversation on the issue and not insulting one another because of agitation or not. I don't necessarily think that the problem is agitation today. And I also think that it is important that we address our problem instead of giving excuses. Because if you don't address that problem, people will still fall back to agitation. Whether we like it or not. It's not about wishful thinking. We have told people who are agitating that they should disarm themselves, enough of protecting civilians because they don't know how to do it. And then now, our civilians are also facing insecurity again. Are we doing something tangible now to address that very problem so that we don't give room for agitators to start taking laws into their hands? Because whether we like it or not, these are non-governmental forces. You cannot dictate for them how to operate. So can we focus our attention now on the issue, face it head on so that we don't give room for agitators, or we think we want to come and have banter with those who claim they're agitating, and then tomorrow we go back to this very problem. The issue of issues of local government has become persistent for at least since 2017 till now. Every 3-4 months, there's an attack. This has been happening non-stop. We have not been able to quell it. We have not been able to say enough is enough. Now, what do we think is going to happen in the near future? The young boys in that community are looking for how to protect themselves. All they need is just one day. Somebody among them will say, oh, we're actually Biafrans. They're already forming their own militia. If you don't know, you know now. They're already forming their own militia. Because the government have not been coming to their aid. And we indeed have not put in enough effort to say enough is enough. So on Saturday, Anambra First Son, Uche Okoye, went to Ehamofu, at least the epicenter of this very current attack. And he managed to speak with the Bishop of Anglican Diocese. I think it's Ehamofu or Isuzu Province or something. I don't know what they call it again. Diocese. He came back that same Saturday. He shared information with us. And to be honest, not just his own exposition, if you compare that and contrast it with other people from those communities, you hear that the state government is not doing enough to help them quell this insecurity. Now, since Saturday, we've gotten this information. What have we done as Igbo or Igbo youths to call out to the governor of the state to protect the lives and property of issues of people? The governor is claiming that he's not aware. That is what we heard on Saturday. I didn't want to even go back and forth. I said, okay, no problem. Governor is not aware. If he's not aware, we ordinary citizens are aware. Most newspaper dailies are reporting the story. The governor is not aware that somebody is feeding him false information. Or in fact, I gonna know that 21st century. Ehamofu is roughly maybe 50 or 55 kilometer radius away from Enugu government house. It might even be less than that. But yeah, the governor of Enugu State, yeah, in Omaro, then were killings, now that very local government, now that community. And as at least I've not been on Twitter, I've been so busy this week. Yesterday evening, immediately I had time, I checked, I said, has the Enugu State government issued any statement about the killings and attacks in issues of local government, in Ehamofu in particular? I haven't seen any. Please, if any of you have seen, you can share with me. It took Uche to go to Ehamofu before the state government now realized that they need to go and confirm what is happening there. We now learn that, oh, the deputy governor and the commissioner of police also went to that place. Or if I can say now 2025. It is not fair because the state government is not doing enough to protect the lives and property of these people. This is an agricultural neighborhood. In short, one of the, I would say, okay, Uzo 1 is number 1 in terms of land mass. But if you're talking about local government where we can benefit in agriculture that has fertile land, arable land, for farming, you mentioned Uzo 1, you mentioned issues of local government. Why is it that we are not protecting our resources? Why is it that we are not investing in these local governments? Because when you invest there, you'll be able to protect it because you know you have an investment in that local government. Why is the state government not prioritizing agriculture in these two neighborhoods? Because if you commit 2 billion naira a year or 3 billion naira a year in that local government, you can say, okay, 300 million or 500 million is budgeted for security. That is enough to empower people there to form good forest rangers. Train them so that they can at least protect their land.
understand that. But you know about this evening, Bundin Kabia, call Maka Biafra. You wanted a Biafra. And you know, since 1999, you to Biafra. You wanted a Biafra. Or suddenly, Kita Akiga wanted Biafra. In case you want to have, oh, we are Nigerians, we are interested in politics, and not even canvassing enough to the politicians that they have elected to protect the lives and property of the people. I then a space I now call. Now calling Abakamoto. People have been so lenient, very, very lenient to call out the governor, but they'll be quick to call out Tinubu. If this killing happened in Plateau State, our people will drag Tinubu. But somebody is collecting the security vote of Enugu State, and this person is telling me that as last Saturday that he's not aware. Another insult come. And people are still coming out, even on social media, to defend. Some people are saying that it's politicized, that nothing is happening there, no any politicized there. Let's stop doing this thing to ourselves. Itamba is my brother. We're from the same local government. I don't have anything against him. But this problem started happening before he came into power. So you wouldn't say that you would not say you are not aware. The man said no. And this is not the first time he's behaving this way. When there was killings in Ondo 1 sometime, I think either third or fourth quarter of 2024. It took a lot from Enugu before he managed to even issue a statement. Before he managed to go to that community to sympathize with the people. It's not fair. Does it mean that the lives of Ozuwa, the people of Isuzu, does it mean that their lives don't matter? So even if they all voted an opposition party, does it mean they are their lives? Does it mean that we should not protect their lives? Does it not mean that we should not prioritize the security of that very region? So I heard the military officers that were dispatched there last year after end bad governance. Majority of them did not come back. Only few came back, and since then the security there has deteriorated. Governor is aware. I don't want to find them more why. And then I heard somebody who came here to say he wants to teach us history. People don't know about history. It is not my fault. I myself, I don't know history. I didn't read history in school. Sure, the Nigerian government blacklisted history. So many of us did not even learn any history. But even if that story you are telling is the truth, does it mean that it should hold water in 2025? Is that the kind of story you should be telling us? Oh, because it is happening in this place, it happened before. Therefore, it is nothing special. We should not talk about it. We should not invest in it in such a way that we will quell it once and for all. I'm very sure you'll not be saying this thing. When there was fracas in your state, and many of you were so loud. So stop giving excuses for Fulani Herdsmen. Stop it. If you don't know what to say, you keep your mouth shut. Allow the people who are going through this mess, who are going through this crisis, to speak for themselves. If you think you don't know what to say, you want to come and start teaching people history. Before I was born, Fulani Herdsmen have been coming to my community. When I was a kid, December like this, you meet them. You used to buy bushmeat from them.
They don't used to kill people. They don't used to harass people in my community. But at some point, they started. They became overbearing. They started destroying people's. In 2021, I know how much I sent to my mom to cultivate cassava in the village. Fulani herdsmen destroyed those crops. Like one day, this woman was calling me like, look at what happened. And that's when they were even going in my neighboring community of Boka. They went there, they killed one man, an old man. They told us, see, this woman, the distance of this farm, Telaka, I cannot assure you safety. Please don't even go to that farm again. Forget it. Now, me give you money. Don't worry, God will provide another money. Or should I talk about my experience in Ozo 1 in local government? I disembarked from agricultural investment to date because of my experience in Ozo 1 in local government. In Adan, a farm. I went there, I invested my money. It is not the locals who chased me away. It was Fulani herdsmen. I was lucky I wasn't kidnapped, but a number of people were kidnapped. They destroyed the farmland. Okay, let me provide a better clue. We got it. So about how many? 14 hectares of land of sorghum. That was the largest sorghum farm at the time in Enugu State. The cattle don't eat sorghum. But you know that sorghum is a very, I don't know what you guys call it again. It's like corn. So on the Togo, it's always very, very, the stem is always very, very long. What these guys were doing is that they will bring this cow into the farm, and these cows will break this sorghum. I was not in Nigeria. Somebody managed to capture the video when they came to the farm. Trying to stop them, they could not, the person could not do anything because they overwhelmed him. We took videos, took it to the police station. Police said, well, there's nothing they can do. Because at the time, the conversation was, please, can you pay for what you have destroyed? They refused. They started making threats that we'll hear from them. They are going to deal with us. I said, okay, let's make this thing. December period, we started harvesting the ones that they did not destroy. Immediately we finished harvesting, waiting for thresher to come and thresh it in the farm. They lighted everything up, burnt everything down. I'm telling you, heaps of sorghum seedlings. Imago, what is remaining? Like it was like more than one-story building, close to one-story building. Something heaped in a farm, 14 hectares of farmland. What did I do? I count my losses. I say, thank God, at least I'm alive. I'm not going to ever have this experience again. Any day I'm ever going to engage in farming, especially anything that has to do with farming, not livestock, I must farm it, and I must fence it, and any idiot who comes near it, 100 meters close to it, will be dead. So let's stop giving excuses for these criminals or these terrorists. Enough of it. I've had my own fair share, and at least I am lucky. So what I have to say this evening is this, is that all of us in the Igbo, anyị ncha niile bụ ndị ntorobịa. Oge elugo mgbe anyị ga-aba n'ụlọ, mmalụ ka anyị ga-esi wee hazie okwu a. Enough of na ndị nke a na-eme Biafra, ị na-eme IPOB, ị na-eme nke a, enwe ụka ọ ga-esi wee address ya that problem. Unu abụ ndị kwenyere n'ọchịchị, ọ bụrụ unu kwenyere n'ọchịchị, ihe oke n'ọrụ unu kịta bụ ịma ka a ga-esi wee ndị anọ n'ọchịchị Abraham the mod, and yeah, address this problem. Are you waiting for people to take laws into their hand? Obu never tomorrow kita never kiyeshi weble. And I understand it bosom them mad anyhow. Or down or kunamba. Some of you will still turn back and start blaming the community. Or start blaming the community youths. Because you can You know, I believe I na dey akogonoga I dey make rubbish arguments in English now 2025. Have we bothered to even interact with people in that community and see how we can send aid to them? Manobu on a plateau state go make it up. Majority of whom the kakagating year go, hey, let's send aid to them. Marakita na you na yokunu tinyononia. And this very thing happened 3 weeks ago, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, in the neighboring community. Kalaha. Because that in Kalaha in Ebonyi State is very close. It's Charaka, probably maybe at most probably 30 or 40 kilometers. I'm not sure no look when 30 kilometers. The same attitude in Ebonyi State government near those communities, near that local government. I know that space now, yeah. Ebonyi State government now call a different thing. Kita omego Enugu State government, and I call rubbish. Manabu no somewhere else now. For the new Nakagi issue statements. J sympathy, J go and felicitate with them. Manakito yo na da go be makano na nibu. And then you want excuse or the other. For me, I say no na because lie history. Na because na lie history. The only solution I need to get for that. Nda ne buto ogba na buy. We must deal with them, including local collaborators. Makayama ne when local collaborators. We must deal with them. We must make sure we protect the lives and property of those people. All in go too much. They will not come back to life. Many of them have been farming in those communities. Many of them are the reason why we see food in the southeast. Many of them, so we are not going to dismiss their efforts. Because if they are no longer farming, we're going to start having food scarcity. I'm hearing you, the imperfect. Now the man who asu no in asu kwa no na ma kweme ye na asu. Anugo miku, ma what has been kind asu no. Anyway, so the most important thing, and imperfect, you need to actually, I'm glad you are leading this conversation, but we need to actually start taming people with the way they speak. Because when things are serious, we should, I always say, food security is very, very important. So you have to choose like history, must I call history, because like history. Must I call Biafra, I call like Biafra, must I call politics, I say nobody I can't say na koketa, no I issue way to vote, I now. In case to before, make it protect. One day now, okay, I just say how I issue way to vote. Because I call you one you. Open a marriage, make sure. Thank you very much.
Please,
Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me? Yes. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I want to appreciate everybody who is here. And Perfect, I want to thank you for giving me the mic. I actually requested for the mic because of when I heard, I've been following the program, but when I heard about the Ugwa and visit, that was when I requested for the mic. Because you want to end the space, I will just quickly summarize what I want to say concerning the government being aware or not being aware. I want to beg the government to stop that language of being aware or not being aware. I think for me, they are just doing that to show more that they are playing politics or using that language. Why did I say that? I'm saying this because November last 2022, Ugwai, our people ran to the camp that November because there was threats that Fulani Herdsmen are coming for massacre. So they ran to a K camp. Everybody from Ebo, Mbuji, Imegu, Ogbete, Mbede, all of them left. Camp was filled because of fear. So that evening, Ugwanyi came to Eke and gave them money. They left. He did not come down from the vehicle. He left. Now, on 8th of the same year, 2022, Fulani Herdsmen came, attacked our people. On 18th, Fulani Herdsmen came again, carried major massive attack. There were not less than 200 to 300 men that invaded our homestay, Ebo, Nguji, Umujov. That led to the 3 months vacation of the whole of Ehamufu. The busy AK camp where the College of Education is went dry for complete 3 months. It was deserted, not single soul. No single soul. I'm talking no single soul. That December, we didn't spend it in that place. So now, yes, we understand that Peter Mba just got elected for 2 years now. But does it mean that Peter Mba does not get news from Ehamufi or local government as a whole? Or does it mean that Ehamufi is that small? Ehamufi or local governments in Enugu is one of the major community outside Enugu town. We have population. We are not people that you can say you are talking about Enugu, you will not remember us. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry, call interrupted. Can you hear me? Sorry, call interrupted. So now, how will a high-profile person like Peter Mba be claiming that is completely ignorant of the insecurity in Ehamufu? I'm saying this in this space for the first time since I ran to Twitter last year, since I started campaigning after the attack that they killed my second uncle. That was after the killing of my first uncle, 2022. I've not said this, I've not sounded like this, but there's so much of we are not aware, we are not being informed. Yes, we know the local government chairman is playing his own politics and not giving enough information. What about the man himself who is full-time citizen of Enugu? That means Enugu people don't care about us now. So I want to summarize by saying that Enugu State cannot say that they are not aware of the gross insecurity in Ehamufu since 2022 major attack till now. I think it's just that maybe Ehamufu happen not to have what the government is looking for. And I will conclude by saying that this is the major reason we decided to do the protest that was backed up. This is one of the highest protests in Ehamufu because we needed to shout it well so that they will not say they are not aware or they did not hear us. That is the reason for this massive project and media campaign that we are doing. Thank you very much.
I'll be quick. First, this issue of your governors not get power. See, I keep on saying it. Don't allow fools to hold the reign of power in your areas. Never allow it. Everybody will suffer. Who go and do you don't go. New order come. See the same game. You guys are saying your governor not get power. Let me tell you, very simple. 2015, 2016, it was House of Assembly member. I said House of Assembly. I didn't say Abuja. I said person represented Ugeli in the other state. Now him and squad enter bush, chase bandit camp. I said House of Assembly member attack camp. These guys, they had underground tunnel. In the state, underground tunnel, House of Assembly member, and you are saying your governor not get sick. Cowards being led by cowards. I will say it any day, anytime. They always lead to problem. Two, like if we raise the issue of you're looking for fever or whatever. The same people again, they attacked my district, Uweru and Onda village. That was even the commissioner of Delta State Education, his village. The then deputy senate president is my senator, APC. He did not say, if I talk, they go attack me. He's inside APC. He said it boldly. Now, Fulani Herdsmen do this rubbish. He called that, even the village barrack, they called it there. He called them out. If they repeat this nonsense, until they find they go see him. He did not hide. Why was he not scared that this, I'm the one presenting my party go, they go pursue me? He didn't, he was not scared inside the APC, boldly. Look up that interview, he's there. Remember, I presented House of Rep, APC again. Now, who Pastor safe? Pastor Wyville, he get Bishop Shoyenende. He's member, House of Assembly, Abuja House of Rep. This man blew over 100 million. I did not say he went to take photo in IDP camp. He buy building material, repair all the house where they break. I say cement and block, roofing sheet, repair. I said over 100 million. I didn't say Governor Delta State too. House of Rep member inside APC in Delta did it. He not say let me hide and pretend it's my party. I fear Fulani men in my own district. 2 APC men stood out. Now switch to Delta North for more than 20 years. They'll be suffering. Okowa was a senator. They rape women all over Delta North. The rubbish has been going on. I said more than 20 years. Every day a new story. Anybody on Delta, we want Monisha. Anybody from Anambra, you know the story. They are always blocking the expressway at Asaba, always protesting. Okowa was there, senator. He saw nothing, did nothing. He got governor. For a good 8 years, this man saw nothing, did nothing. I told my friends, this man is a coward. Una go continue to suffer. He will do nothing. He said, no, the pains of the people. It's a turn to rule. 8 years, this man did nothing. After sitting at Abuja. Near the one cook, let me even make it even funny. Near the one cook, I'll be chatting at New State. Una there, well, for the last 3 months, every day, at New State, this thing is going on in his own district. The same area that they fight, say they want annual masters. The same area they brutalize women. I said the same area they leave the real issue, secure life. Now annual masters they carry for it. Which one is more important? That's what I'm asking. How many times you don't hear see the open space, say this same thing is going on? But if I ask you, annual master space is all over the place. So which one is more important? Like he's saying, cowards, when you send it to represent you, una go suffer. You will say they pick for us, you go suffer. If you not stop them for representing you, you go suffer. So pick this type of suffer you want. And lastly, I think Deep Sky, you said something about these guys attacking your farm. Let me tell you, very simple. Just 2 words. So systemic pesticide. Look it up. Systemic pesticide. Rosaflow and nicotine go end their nonsense. They don't come to my place now. They see my side, they run. They see, and because they know the consequence. If we do not shop you, now we go shop you. They know that already. They're not near my side. They're not. I say they're not for more than 200. They're not nearer. They know. I say if you not shop you, now we go shop you. You read between the line. So, Imperfect, over to you.